What
Where
the
did that come
hell
from?
was that elevator music?
I have no idea. What is up, everybody?
is
Welcome to 3 Men in the
You're
Basement.
really getting us pumped up here with that music.
Yeah,
What
we
the
have
hell
a
was
great
that?
show for you tonight. Can't wait.
You chased Mitch away.
I
did.
know. He's back, though. He's back.
I
So
went
we've
to
got a
get
great show planned for you tonight. 3MIB in full effect. CT GamerCon, a little bit of TERRIFICON.
Yeah.
We've got Captain America. We've got a fun game. We've got lots of things to talk about tonight. So welcome to 3MIB. Remember, pants are always optional when you're watching the camera. So, Chin,
The following program is rated TV MALS. It contains strong language and sexual situations. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Plus, you're going to want to listen to the guy below me.
2, 1, go ahead.
Hey, this is Mitch Halleck from TERRIFICON and King of the Nerds on Chaz and AJ, and you're watching 3 Men in the Basement.
Look at that one.
It's
I
right
kept
there.
that one for a while, Mitch.
That was 5 years ago. My hair
We're
was
wearing masks at CliffsCon, no
Yeah,
less.
you were even topical back then with the cap mask.
Yeah, I still have that in a drawer somewhere. I remember when that was all going on. I kept saying, "Man, there's going to be drawers full of these masks in a couple years," and we'll say, "Remember this?" It'd be like a mood ring or something from the past, you know.
From,
I got
from
I
history,
still
right?
got my
Remember when we had to
bandana.
do this?
Yeah.
To go to Comic-Con.
No, I wasn't that the deal. Remember the Cliff show? There was only so many people that could be allowed in at that time.
In and out, and Cliff had to regulate everybody, and they had to have a mask. But
that might have been his first con when he first opened up.
Right back.
I think that was like May or June of 2021.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah,
we
there
are
was no shows in
back,
2020.
baby. We are back. We are here. We are ready to talk about lots of things. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to 3 Men in the Basement. I'm your host, Otto, coming to you live and direct from the Grotto. You could also call me the Atari Kid, because that's the last video game console I played, since we're going to talk about CT GamerCon. We've got the second in command, Chinmo, running the show. He's going to promote this and produce it and do the best that he can. We got Dave the brother from a new location. He's got some nice posters hanging out there. And,
yeah, I've got that same poster. That's insane.
Yeah,
It's right there.
Right there.
The Avengers.
Yeah,
we have a super special guest, and I can't believe he still keeps coming on our show. Mitch, thank you so much for keep coming on 3 Men in the Basement.
You're welcome. I was actually supposed to be on another show tonight that someone told me about, and they said, "Hey, you're on 3 Men in the Basement." I go, "Well, they take priority, so see you."
No, thank you very much.
That guy got pushed too far.
You flatter us. But we are here to spend Friday nights with you, and we're going to give you 90 minutes of some good comic book gamer and just geek and unique talk. And how the show is going to go tonight is after we give some shout outs to everybody in the live chat. Thank you very much. We're going to talk we're going to talk a lot about a show called CT GamerCon, which is a really, really fun show at Mohegan Sun. And I went there and I had a blast with it. And Mitch is going to tell you all about it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some of the vendors. Look at it. It's coming up right around the corner. And we're going to talk about the vendors. We're going to touch on a little bit of TERRIFICON, because that's coming up very quickly. Look at that. Look at the poster right there. Oh, look at that. We are going to talk about Captain America. We're going to spoil it. So
spoiler review.
It's a spoiler review. So go, if you're not interested, then, turn us off. And then we have a game to play. We've got game night with Chinmo.
It is on theme, and there's a giveaway.
We have a giveaway, and so let's get going right now. So, Dave, are you ready to give everybody a shout out? I mean, are you paying attention right now? Look, you got the Whalers hat, the 3MIB shirt.
I am paying attention, and I just man from Benny Beans. I am in my daughter's bedroom, so that's why. It looks like a girl's dorm room.
Well,
come on, she's got some good stuff here. She got the Avengers.
Still got the same posters. Your daughter and I have the same Avengers poster then.
Yeah, for sure.
Dave, as soon as you popped in, I was like, someone's gonna notice and someone's gonna call him out right away. I know it.
What is that? A strawberry shortcake pillow back there?
All right. Well, let me look at the chat here. We got the Big Daddy John Ross was first up here. Murphinator being Murph, thanks for joining us, being patient as always.
That's Murph and patience go hand in hand. We all know that.
Yeah. And let's see, Benny Beans, I mentioned him. CT Jazz King, thanks for showing up. Matthew LaFrance, that's my French accent there. Wiki Fodder 80. Big Lion Cat, meow meow, how you doing?
Meow meow.
And that's it for now. You guys got something funny to say, type it in and we'll show it up for you.
All right.
I thought you were talking to us. I was like, what are you making us dance on stage here? Come on.
Yeah. There we go. So, for those of you guys that don't know, Mitch also puts on another show called CT GamerCon. Chin, when is that?
Right here. It's actually my birthday weekend, which is great.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
March
day's your
15th.
birthday?
It's that Monday, the 17th, St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Oh, St. Patty's
March
Day.
15th and 16th. And it's at Mohegan Sun. And this is a show that I've been to once, and I had an absolute blast. Mitch, is this the little brother to Terrificon?
Yes.
How many years, though? How many years now? Were you 5 or 6? 8? Really? I apologize.
Wow. No, this is Terrificon's little brother. This started at Terrificon, unbeknownst to me, because where this show is, if you guys go to my shows, the convention center at
yes,
there's two. There's the convention center, which is smaller, which is like 60,000 square feet, and then there's the expo center, which is where we do Terrificon, which is like 300,000 square feet. So when we started 10 years ago at Terrificon, I had empty rooms upstairs. We would do the panels upstairs, but then I was renting the whole facility. So I wanted to make sure that I was getting my money's worth because I'm cheap that way. So I said, well, what can we do? I don't want to just have an empty room gathering dust, So my kids at the time, let's see, Spencer was 16, Owen was 14. They were all into video games, like a lot of kids are. And they, Call of Duty, Halo, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I called a guy that ran an arcade up in Massachusetts, and he has classic arcade games like, the stuff that we played in the 80s and things.
What was the arcade?
It's called Game Underground. It's in Waltham.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah,
Waltham, Massachusetts, right down the street. Yeah, it's on a Moody Street.
Yeah.
And there's an Outer Limits comic book shop right in the corner there. It's a very great comic shop.
Steve, I believe, is the guy that owns that. His name.
Yeah. Yes, it is Steve. You're right. Yep. It is Steve.
Great story.
So anyway, I called the fella up and I said, I think I might have been a Gary Summers show. Gary Summers is another con promoter. He does a show in Massachusetts. I think it's called the
Northeast New England. Yeah, New England.
Yeah, something like that. New England Comic. Northeast Comic. That's right.
Yeah.
And I met him there and I said, hey, could you come in and set up? So what they did is they brought in some arcade games. They brought in a bunch of monitors. They were having, Smash Brothers and Mario Kart and all that stuff, Minecraft. And what happened is I would see this line coming out that door. It was a small panel room, and it would go down to where the elevator was and the escalator. And I'm like, what the hell is going on up there? And they said, oh, it's the video games. And sure enough, like while the dads and the older fans were downstairs buying comics and meeting artists and writers, the kids, the younger kids, the teenage kids, didn't care about comics. They were all upstairs playing Guitar Hero and all that stuff. So I said at that point, is there an equivalent to a Comic-Con? Is there one for video games and gaming and Magic the Gathering and Pokemon? And there wasn't that I was aware of. And I told Mohegan Sun that I would do a second show because I had nothing to do. I mean, Terrificon's great, but it's only every summer. So I have nothing to do in the off season.
Right.
And my wife just, especially winter time, she's like, Jesus God, do something.
Do something. Will you organize?
Yeah, basically. So I booked it and I was like, well, I don't know how the show's going to be. And I modeled it after, you guys would like this, someone's basement. And the whole idea was
we're all about the basements.
I'm in the basement now.
Yeah.
You should be sponsored by those basement people, something basement people. But the whole idea was to do somebody's like basement. You'd go downstairs and you'd play video games and you'd play card games and, just like you do with your friends on a Friday or Saturday night. So that was the impetus. That was the thinking behind it. And the doors opened up that day in 2017. And sure enough, there was 8,000 people that weekend. And once again, I had a hit show, and I was like, geez, Louise, man, come on.
You're good at what you do, Mitch.
I guess, man, because I was like, I didn't know anything about the new video games. I'm like auto. I only know, Sega Genesis. I had that.
Oh. Atari. You got to go back to Atari.
I had Atari.
Mitch, were you one of the kids that had Intellivision? Because that was the upgrade.
I did not have Intellivision. I had ColecoVision.
Yes, me too.
ColecoVision is even better.
Well, the thing
ColecoVision was
about
the shit.
ColecoVision was great is they had an adapter, a module that you could keep all your Atari games, because I'd gotten rid of the Atari game, but you could keep the cartridges and play them on this adapter or with module adapter with your ColecoVision. And that was fantastic, man.
Fantastic.
And ColecoVision, oh my God, what a system. We had Zaxxon. Of course, Donkey Kong came with it. Donkey Kong
my
Jr.
God, Ladybug was one of my favorites.
Ladybug. Oh, there was a Barnstormer, which I liked. It was like an airplane, or it was an airplane time pilot. It would go back in time, and you'd fight like World War II jets and stuff. I loved it. So yeah, that was my thing. And then, late '80s, I bought a Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
and I was playing that because they had the X-Men game. If anyone remembers that, I still have my Sega Genesis 16-bit over there.
Yeah.
It was so friggin' hard. I never finished that X-Men game. Oh my God, I tried.
Sega in general, because I grew up with like the Sega. There's so many games that after about 3/4 of the way, you're like, this is impossible.
I can't. Yeah. Oh my God, there's an Indiana Jones game I had, never finished it. A Star Trek Next Generation game, but all that stuff. But long story short, anyway. GamerCon is still on. It's 8 years old this year. It's 3 weeks from tonight, the 15th to the 16th. There's Pokemon tournaments. There's Magic the Gathering. There's a giant 2 ballroom-filled movie screens with arcade games and guys. You can enter tournaments and win cash. And then there's the best part is for people like you and me. There's a whole dealer showcase area where there's everything from retro video games, like we were just talking about Sega games, old Nintendo stuff.
Yep.
Action figures, role-playing stuff. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons, comic books. There's a guy selling comics.
And creators.
Like Funko Pops, action figures, creators, and then, like you said, there's an artist alley where there's fantastic local artists and folks from around, like Tom Ryan is always there. Keith Williams, yes, from comic book. Keith Williams, Rich Marazio, who will also be there. He used to draw Sonic the Hedgehog for our
You got it. Yep.
He'll be there. Yeah, so. It's a nice break. And you know why I do it this time of year? Because I know you guys can relate to this. You can't go outside.
No, I got to get out of the house. I got to get out of the house.
It's so cold. And this is like
more importantly, I got to get my kids out of the house.
Yeah. But this is like the spring thaw. That's what this game is. And everyone always goes, "Oh, I'm so glad when GamerCon comes because it's like the first robin of spring." You know that. We're almost back to con season. Snow is behind us. Spring is like a week after. The sun's out later again, and it's not 2 below 0 outside. So that's like the kickoff to the con season is GamerCon. So there you go. It's a fun time.
I went 2 years ago during it was like March Madness. It happened to be St. Patrick's Day. It was the NCAA.
It is St. Patrick's weekend. Yeah.
It was the most insane time. And I remember going there as a civilian, not set up, not as but J&S Collectibles was there. I bought some G.I. Joes. I had such a great time. But when I walked into the main ballroom, and we're going to show that picture in a minute, and I saw all the consoles, I saw Nintendos, I saw Sega set up, and there was just kids who were 20 years younger than when this stuff came out. And they're sitting there playing these video games, playing 8-bit and 16-bit video games, having the time of their life. I'm like, this is brilliant.
That's great.
This is absolutely brilliant. It brought me back to when TERRIFICON, before it went into the big arena.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, to that. And it was just a blast. So the reason we're here, you guys, is to tell you that, over the next couple of weeks, you've got a plan to get there because it's coming up. And it's, the best part about it, and we always talk about the deal of the day. The deal of the day is the free parking.
Yeah.
Because we hate it when we go to other shows.
And $20-$30 to park.
If not more. Yeah.
Yes.
No, and you know what it is? And we all got, my kids are all grown now, but when they were younger, it was something to do because you could come in, you pay. I think I got kids 10 and under free at this show. I can't remember, or maybe it's 8. I don't know. But you come in and you spend the day. Honestly, like I said, the weather's not great, but you come in, no pay for parking. It's free parking.
Right.
The show opens at 11, so everyone's kind of up already. They've done stuff.
Yep. You got good hours for it.
You got hours of entertainment. And I do mean entertainment because we also have we have comic book creators at the other show and actors. This time we have voice actors. Now, you guys might not know this is a thing, but the people that make the actors, the voice actors behind these video games, I mean, they act them out. Some of them wear these motion capture suits, like the green screen things with the ping pong balls, and they act it out, and then they take that footage and they do the animation on top of it.
Video games are playable movies now.
Exactly. So I have this year. The guys and women that were the voices behind a very popular game. It's been out for like 6 years now, called Red Dead Redemption.
Yes,
I can show it right here. Here we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me pop it up here. It's one of the greatest games of all time. If you,
it's just a great name.
Yeah, that's one of the main character voices.
You got the whole
Roger Clark
cast here.
Yeah,
whole cast.
It is, and it's that's like a whole series. That fellow was in both games. This is lady that's playing one of the actresses or one of the main characters in another game. And you're right, it's like a movie. It's literally like we're having those folks there. Yeah. And then if you're into anime, you can go there while we're there now. There's, again, it's a whole other world that I'm not exposed to, but anime's huge. That's Sailor Moon, then there's Sailor Mars. And then
I feel like if you're not even into anime, you've heard of Sailor Moon.
No, oh my God, it's like Hello Kitty. You've heard about it. Yeah. And then there's this show, this thing called Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel, which is a big thing with the young. It's a big thing with the kids, you know.
It is. The kids love it, as they say.
The kids love it, and their
One
voices.
Punch Man. Oh my God! All right, and then you've got all the prices right there.
Yeah. If you want your autographs, and that's what we said. Rich is there.
I say, then you got all the artists as well. Yeah.
And there's Rich, and then there's going to be our friend Keith Williams. Because
I wish I had my picture. That I'm going to take a picture with him of one of the sketches that he did at Terrificon.
Yeah,
one of my things. So it's very important that I go there because I love to have the commissions with the artists. And Brian Penny.
This guy here, he's a local guy. You see him a lot of shows around here. He created the design for like some of the Sonic the Hedgehog and the Knuckles and all that stuff. Back in the day, he worked at Sega. He was like on the ground floor. And he also did some work for WWF at the time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
WWE. And I think that's everybody. I don't know. Is there anybody now? I can't remember.
Yeah,
that's it for this show. Yeah. It's not as big as Terrificon, but it's still a fun time.
It's awesome.
Hold on, though. It is big. So, Chin, show them.
It is big. It is big. I'm sorry. I don't mean it's like 300,000 square feet, but it's 50, 60.
Right. So we have the map.
That's still big. That's still a big area. I mean, you're not talking a small.
That is the footprint of where Terrificon was. So that's all four of the ballrooms at Mohegan's. There's A, B, C, and D, and they open up all the walls. So A and B are where we have all the big movie screens and all the video games, and there's paid tournaments, there's free tournaments, all that stuff. Then you go through the doorway, and that's where you get into the proper vendor showcase area. And then there's a whole 2 rows of just artists. And then you come out to the lobby, and there's the actors doing, signatures and photo ops and all that stuff. And then there's more vendors. It's gotten so big, I've had to use every square foot of space out there because we kept selling out. And if that wasn't enough, there's an upstairs when you go up the escalator, and that's where all the card stuff is. That's where the Pokemon cards, the Magic the Gathering, the tournament. So there's another map.
And we do have a list for that. Mitch, do you think eventually you're going to have to move this into the Expo Center? I mean,
what you got up there right now, that's a list of all the paid tournaments. If you want to get into it, it's like $10 to enter, and then all the money goes into a pool. And then we have first, second, third, and fourth, or fifth, and you could actually win it out.
That's a fun way to do it right there.
Yeah. Smash Brothers, Street Fighter, all that stuff. And then, of course, there's free tournaments, too. You don't have to buy your way into a tournament if you want. And that's that. But, to answer your question, I have thought about putting it in the Expo Center. And I'm like, it's so much bigger over there. But I'll tell you what my ultimate dream is. And I was actually going to try it this year for the 10th anniversary of Terrificon. And Mohegan thought I was crazy. Yeah, I was going to do Terrificon in the Expo Center in August, and then also do GamerCon simultaneously.
Oh my God!
In the convention center, so we would take over the entire facility.
Could you imagine the cosplay running around that casino all weekend long?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And the thing of it is, it was like I'd have to get a golf cart and I'd have to drive back and forth between the Expo Center and the convention.
No, you'd have to get like you'd have to get a transporter, like from Star Trek. Like, just beam yourself back, like back and forth.
No, but I've thought about doing it that way. I literally said, "What if?" And Mohegan said, "We advise you not to." I said, "Why is that?" They said, "Because one, you got to think of parking. They said, as it is now, when Terrificon happens, you guys have been there and you've seen the lines.
It was out the door last year.
The lines are over a mile long. They go
went
fast
to the parking lot. Last year was
they go all the way around.
Unbelievable. Last year, the line went down the parking garage.
Yeah, out to the street.
Out the street. I mentioned you went all the way out to the back and gave that guy all the way at the end free admission, right?
Yeah, I do.
Come on, buddy, you come with me.
Yeah, and but I also say hello to everybody too, and I go, Jesus God, how long is this line? And we just keep walking and walking and walking. And I go, okay, it's over. And then I turn the corner, and it goes out another.
I can't believe that they did it that. Well, I'm not to talk about Terrificon. We're getting off task here, but to go all the way down the parking garage, then outside, whereas in previous years it went all the way down the hallway into the main lobby of the casino.
Right.
And my wife would come down, and she'd be like, this line starts here. Like I just walked off I just got off the elevator. You know what I mean? So,
it would go past the lobby, past Michael Jordan's, past the sport, then go down the escalator into the casino area, down near Starbucks. It was that crazy. Yeah. So the line was on 2 floors, but they said, oh no, this year, they did split it into 2 or 3. Actually, they had the people that bought tickets ahead of time were towards the left, I think, and then the people that were just there for the first time were towards the right, and then there was even another section that went out towards the Pepe's Pizza and Chick-fil-A. So there was really 3 different lines coming in at once. So
crazy.
Just for the eighth year of GamerCon, though, you've got quite the line. You've got the people that are like kind of waiting in line for this in the anime and the video games, and I just really think it's an awesome show. And like when I tell you guys, I went as a civilian. I went and I found comic books, and I found lots of friends. Chin, let's show the map one more time, because I think the map kind of gives you an idea of all the different rooms that you can go to. And if I had like teens or tweens, which I do, this is a great way to be like, hey, go ahead. Here's some money for some pizza, because Pepe's inside.
Yeah, there's pizza there. Yeah.
Enjoy yourself, and then kind of like go on your way. But this is a great 2-day event. And go back in 3 Men in the Basement and check out my video, because I did 2 videos on this 2 years ago, because I had such a good time with it. So just a lot of fun.
And then there's I was gonna say upstairs there's cosplay. You mentioned that too. So if the kids or adults, not always kids, when you're 58, everybody's a kid. There's costume contests every day. There's 2.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
So many people. Yeah, so I broke it up into anime characters on Saturday and characters based on video games on Sunday, just to split it up, because we literally would have like 70, 80 people wanting to go in the contest. And it's like, look, we can't do 80 people. Will be here till midnight. So I cut it down to about 25 people or so each day, just to do it. But
and then what about
one part? Yeah,
we just so what about the panels, Mitch? Like those seem to be pretty popular with this, because I think the fans want to hear how these actors get involved with like this voice acting,
Yeah. So they'll have the Red Dead Redemption panel. There'll be the 4 actors there. That's on Saturday, and then on Sunday, Sunday's the anime focused ones. That'll be the Sailor Moon folks. And this Edward Bosco, who's from Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Let me tell you, last year was great for me. And I know you guys, I don't think you were there last year, but there is a video from another podcast person out there. If you go look for it, we had this fella there. His name was David Hayter. And it might sound familiar to you because he does do voices for video games. He's this guy called Solid.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid Snake.
Solid Snake. Yeah.
Solid Snake. He's got a patch. He looks like Nick Fury, but he's more famous to guys like us because he was the screenwriter for, get ready, the X-Men movies, X-Men 1 and X-Men 2. He wrote those screenplays for that. Then he wrote the Watchmen movie for Zack Snyder. So I did the panel only because I had to, corner him and ask him questions like, why did you get rid of the giant squid at the end of the Watchmen movie script? And he told me the answer. And then I asked him about making the X-Men movie and were you inspired by Chris Claremont's, God Loves
Man Kills.
Yeah.
That's basically the sequel.
Yeah.
To that's X-Men 2. I mean, there's a lot of that story in that thing. So it was great talking to David Hayter. But again, this is something that I never really thought about it because I'm thinking, oh, he's a video game guy. Then I look up his history and I go, oh no,
there's a ton of crossover between.
Yeah. So he's a great guy. I mean, his lines were long too, as long as a Jim Lee line.
I mean, if you look at, Red Dead Redemption, which is great because you got the whole cast. You ask anybody, it's going to be on everybody's top 10.
Yeah, is it really? See,
Red Dead, you get games like Halo, you get games like Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War. These new games.
Yep. We had the Uncharted guy too. He's from New Haven, Connecticut. Nolan North.
Nolan North. You've had him before,
Yeah.
And these people, it literally is. It's like because you're playing a movie now, where it's people want to meet these people behind the voice and these characters.
Let me tell you, if I wasn't going to be looked upon more oddly than I am now for being the comic book guy, I would be all into this video game stuff. But I do, I don't want my wife to come downstairs and I'm sitting there in my underwear eating potato chips more than I do now, playing a video game till 4 in the morning because.
And swearing at kids. That's what you got to do too. You got to be swearing at kids.
I'm like, I'm 14.
Didn't you have an incident today at the grocery store? Like somebody said, aren't you king of the nerds?
Yeah.
That's but the worst part is I'm not gonna say the worst part, but like a lot of these games are you get your Call of Duties and your Halo and stuff where you are playing against people online. But a lot of stuff like Red Dead, Last of Us, God of War. You're just sitting there by yourself for 20, 30 hours going through the story.
Many hours. I mean, I used to play a lot when my kids were little. They'd go to bed, and I can't remember which games I used to play, but there was a couple. Actually, of all goofy things, I used to like Lego games that came out because they did a Lego.
They're so much fun.
They did a Lego Marvel, and for guys like me and guys like you, there were so many Easter eggs and callbacks to classic Marvel comic stuff in there because you're like, is that Jarvis? I mean, our Jarvis, not the computer AI, but the butler. And then there would be costumes and there'd be like obscure characters like the Jack of Hearts, all done in that cutesy Lego thing. Right. But then they had the entire New York of the Marvel comic world. You'd go down the road and there was the Baxter Building and there was the Sanctum Sanctorum. I would have more fun just walking around that thing for hours trying to find everything. Then they would do these brilliant Spider-Man games where you're actually in New York City and it was
swinging around. Yeah, that's me right there.
It's so relaxing just to swing in those. I could swing for hours. Just swing.
How many times did we all jump to the Empire State Building and jump off? I would go to the
right to the very end.
Right. Yeah. I remember doing that with my original Xbox. So
it was the best.
We have a few.
I got a couple questions here.
Mitch. I did saw Awesome Sauce. I know him.
Before we get to one, I got sent one a couple days ago because they didn't trust me to ask you. Is there going to be a decent amount of vendors there selling like Magic the Gathering and stuff?
Yes, all upstairs. You'll find Dragon's Lair. There's one that just signed up today. Card something. If he goes to the website, look at the exhibitor list. I should have flagged it and said these guys are selling cards because sometimes you don't know what people are going to bring. I mean, we talked about Dave Trustee, DT Comic. He brought comic books, and then we had J&S set up with comic books.
Right.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were going to sell video games. Then we had One Stop Shop, I think was there a year ago. He had a big display of all comics and stuff. So, you'll find a lot of Magic and Pokemon cards, which I know are hard to find right now. The Pokemon stuff, it's insane.
It's crazy.
Right.
Crazy. I was just telling, I went to a sports card show on Sunday to sell some Star Wars cards for a friend.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even, granted, it was just in like a Holiday Inn. I could not walk through the door because of how many people were there.
I have watched the card stuff come back, especially after COVID. I mean, we used to have some card dealers, but now it's like you said, it's insane. And you guys have seen these videos. Dude, I was at Target, again, my favorite place, a couple weeks ago, and I'm checking out, and I look over to where they have the cards and stuff, near the checkout line.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of dudes there, like 7 or 8 guys, like hanging out on the floor. And I'm like, oh, maybe they work here? What's going on? Yeah. And I said to the clerk, why are those guys sitting over there? He goes, oh, they're waiting for the card drop. I go, what drop?
Yeah.
We're going to come out and restock the shelves with Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And they were like, chomping at the bit.
And then they beat the shit out of each other to get the first boxes.
I've seen. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. We got a couple questions for you here, though. Here. First one from the first father of comics here. Any thoughts about a horror con?
Everybody's been asking me to do that for about 6 or 7 years, and I'll tell you, there's 2 reasons why I haven't done that. One, the Connecticut Horror Fest is a great show.
Mm-hmm.
It's done by, I think it's a husband and wife couple, Caprazi. I can't think of her name right now, but they do a terrific job. They used to be in Naugatuck. Now they're in Hartford. And they're doing another show in May this year. They're going to have 2. So it's almost like, why step on somebody's shoes? I mean,
makes sense.
They're doing a great job. And we all know in this business of conventions and shows and stuff, there's a lot of like cutthroat tactics out there. But you know what? Like I said, don't be an asshole. That's one of my mottos. Like, don't be an asshole. So I don't want to step on folks' toes. So I say, hey, live and let live. I do my comic stuff. I do my gamer thing now because it's gone into a good show. Let them do the horror thing. Doesn't mean I won't ever do it, but for the last couple of years, when people tell me that, I go, hey man, don't go to there. Go over there.
Yeah. There you
to
go.
The Connecticut Horror Show.
That's already been that niche has already been established. So
yeah, right. It's like, and they do a great job. I've been to it a couple times. I mean, you know, and you know what's something? The other thing is my horror. I'm a fan of like the old stuff from the 30s, the Universal.
Yeah, Universal's. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Dracula, Frankenstein, Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff. To me, those are horror movies.
It's a lot different now too.
The stuff, the slasher movies, the Saw movies, and all that. That's like a different genre altogether that I'm not a big fan of personally.
Too scary for me.
I like spooky stories. I like, ghost stories, that type of Stephen King type of stories. I'm not into cutting people in half and having their blood, guts, and all that. So I mean, there's a lot of that. I mean, honestly, I can tell you right now, I've never seen a Freddy Krueger movie.
Yeah, it's too scary. I can't watch them.
I've never seen a Friday the 13th. I know of them. I know the stories. I've never watched a Nightmare on Elm Street. I never.
I watched that. I watched that. The other one's like
first one.
It's first one's good. I want to make a T-shirt, and I wanted on the back to say, "Don't be an asshole."
Yeah.
Really cool when it comes to this. Like, don't be an asshole. Like,
well, no. The other thing is,
though,
it's that stuff's not scary to me. I mean, the horror stuff. I mean, I grew up in New Haven, on the streets of New Haven in the 80s and stuff. That was a lot more terrifying than any nonsense you could throw at me with a guy with a chainsaw. Let me tell you, you walk down that New Haven Green on a Saturday night from one end to Chapel Street to the other end and make it home alive. At that time, in the 80s, things were crazy back then. I mean, that was enough horror. I've seen stuff that I don't even want to think about, but to go pay money to sit in a screen and watch something like that, I go, okay, we're good.
I'm just too much of a scaredy cat to do it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm straight up on it. I'm just scared.
I like spooky stories, like guys sit in the woods at night and there's a ghost or something.
Like Blair Witch was kind of something that I enjoyed. Like, I didn't enjoy it, but it was like one of those things. Like,
it's more in your mind. I like the stuff that they don't show you. Like, you're like, what's
thrillers, if you will.
Thrillers. Yeah. I'm a fan of something like that.
We got a couple. I don't think this question was for you, but I can answer this one. We're gonna get a GTA movie before we get GTA 6. Let's be honest, because it's been about 30 years now. But here we go. This is a question for you here. Any tips on starting their first convention?
Yeah, don't go crazy. Don't spend a lot of money. Do it small. Take baby steps. And then you can get bigger and bigger and bigger, and make sure you pick the right weekend, because
thank you for that.
There's 52 weekends in the year, but you're not going to do it on Christmas. You're not going to do it on Thanksgiving. You're never going to do it on Mother's Day. There's certain days you do not touch. So
Thank
you
you
have
very
to work
much.
around that. And then there's months that you have to start thinking about, like, well, June is a lot of graduations and weddings. September, people are going back to school. May is when some nut I know does a comic swap, but somehow he's successful at it. But I could have told you that, like, May is a tricky month.
Yeah.
Don't do it in January or February, because we live in a weird climate. You can have snow and ice and
money.
I would say it's tough.
And everyone's broke because they just spent it all at the holiday. Yeah. So there's a lot of factors that go into running a show that you might not even think about. And then once you get into the nitty gritty, what are you going to do to differentiate yourself? And here's the other thing. I love when people write to me with suggestions for guests, and you can even see it if you go to the Facebook pages and stuff and Instagram. And I have to deal with the agents, the booking agents. And I'm going to say it again, and you guys know this. Please understand, I am not a celebrity-driven show. I'm not a horror convention. I'm not a wrestling convention. I am a comic book convention, okay? The key word is comic books. You're not going to see give me a big select. You're not going to see Michael J. Fox. You'll
Shatner.
see Jim Lee.
Right.
You're not going to see Hulk Hogan, maybe Hulk Hogan. I don't know, but you're not.
You're telling me you're not getting Tom Cruise this year? That's what you're telling me.
Not getting Tom Cruise. You're going to get, if they are at my show, they have to have a connection to comic books.
Right. They're very true, though. Very true. Like,
yes,
you always talk about like the 7 ways of the 7 parts of separation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to like bring that in, and that's awesome.
It's like I mean, if you want to go to those shows, I'm not going to say they're bad because I've gone to shows to meet celebrities, get autographs and stuff.
Sure.
That's not the show I put on.
Correct.
So be respectful. Do not send me your want list of I want to meet whoever. Tom Cruise. Okay.
I'll just throw this list away. Sorry, Mitch.
No. But like Keanu Reeves was there last year, and people go, well, what does he have to do? Well, if you guys know, he writes comic books. He does Berserker. He played John Constantine, which is a comic book Hellblazer character. Hello.
Yeah.
So he's got his comic book cred. And The Matrix was basically a big comic book anyway. I mean, honestly.
Right.
So
you could get him for GamerCon this year. He's in the new Sonic movie.
I could. I mean, boys, he's on my cell phone.
That's
I have his direct number. I mean,
and he wears your apparel, Mitch. And he wears your
apparel.
He
wears my TERRIFICON shirts. Yeah. But the thing of it is, again, all due respect of people, I love hearing from folks, but please don't send me those crazy lists about I want to meet so-and-so actor, unless they're in a comic.
You can meet them somewhere else. Thank you.
You can meet them somewhere. If you want to meet the cast of Facts of Life or The Love Boat, you're probably not going to see it at my show, but you
want to meet Isaac the bartender, who is one of my heroes.
You know who calls me every year? God rest. Well, he's healthy. Is Bernie Capel.
Really?
Doc Richer, who's got to be 93 now, but he's
called.
Oh
my God!
And he always wants to do my show, and I go, listen, Mr. Capel, all due respect, were you in any comic book movies? But he has done voiceovers on a lot of animation, so there's always like that little oh well, we could get this guy a pass because he's done some stuff.
Well,
get him in through the loophole.
I feel like that's a little bit of a good segue into TERRIFICON this year because you've already announced a couple amazing guests.
But Chin, I got to back up though. I do want to talk about some of our friends, some people that we know that were at CT GamerCon. So just so you guys know, like our friends from CH Collectibles will be there, Geek Boutique, Sensational Comics, Tom Ryan Studios, Wicked Stitches, which I can't wait to talk about. And Keith Williams is an amazing artist. So those are just friends of the channel.
Friends of the show. Yeah.
I wanted to bring on and just kind of talk about and say, you know what? These guys are going to be there. They cross the lines of this, but you know what? These are some people that, hey, you know what? You might not want to go now, but now you're going to go, or let's show up. So I thought that was important to do that. You know what I mean?
But going back, does that make sense what I said about the who you're never going to see at the show?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
You know what? You're still going to get those questions.
Yeah. I just want to be clear about that because dude, if I ever send you the list of people that I get, I'm like,
I mean, look at this asshole here. He wants to bring in a carpenter. Come on.
I saw that. He also said comics were on the downhill. I saw that a couple minutes ago. But let me just say, you will get the person who wrote and drew Sabrina the comic book, because that's a comic or TV show maybe, but Sabrina Carpenter and her espresso, probably not going to happen. The fact that I even know she sings that is a goddamn miracle.
It's pretty impressive, Mitch.
The only reason why I know who she is because I got a big ass picture of her at the Dunkin' Donuts drive up. Not that I'm eating the donuts, but when now and then I've gone through, I go, who's that person? Oh yeah, she's a singer. Okay.
Yes, she's doing the Dunkin' Donuts right.
I wouldn't know the song if it fell on me, but whatever.
No.
But I know the donuts.
Yeah. Right.
Who doesn't?
King.
Wow. But let's talk about TERRIFICON for a minute.
Ben Affleck could come because why?
Why?
Batman. He's been
Daredevil.
Wasn't he another one too? No.
Well, Batman, Daredevil, and I am an unabashed fan of that movie. Like, I will scream to the high heavens. I thoroughly enjoyed.
What, Daredevil?
That's a good movie. Daredevil, first Daredevil. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. He drew comic books in Chasing Amy.
He did in Chasing Amy, and he's a big time Mohegan Sun aficionado. He's been there a lot
because it's a great venue.
Yeah. So, but he goes on the top floors where they have like a whole mirror.
Yeah, they're not letting me up there.
Yeah. I've been up there once or twice. That's like
tried. He knows he can't get up there. He's tried.
It's like
I've tried, right,
Asgard.
Dave? Dave knows I've tried to get up there. And
It's
stuff
another
like
world.
yeah, that's it. That's out of my.
Anyway, Chin, what were you going to ask me about the show?
But I mean, you've already got a hell of a lineup, and you've only announced a few people, and right there. There it is, right there. Let's highlight him here.
Highlight
that guy.
Yeah, come on, look at this. Is that Jerry Ordway right there? Is that Jerry Ordway art?
No, this is Chris Giarusso. And look,
okay,
there I am down there, right there. I'm in every poster.
August 8th to 10th. Mark your calendars.
And
hopefully, you've already got your hotel.
Kitties, if anybody out there knows what Superman issue this is based on, what cover, phone it now with your answers. I'll give you a Terrificon t-shirt.
Is it a Superman or an Action Comics?
You got me that. I thought it was Superman.
Okay.
But it looks exactly like this. Superman.
All right, let's go. Come on, chat. We got real fake comics in here.
And instead of Captain Terrificon, it's someone whose costume kind of looks like Captain Terrificon.
Look at that. Come on, you guys. Come on in the chat. Don't disappoint Mitch.
Look,
we don't get Uncle Mitch on that often.
Look at that. Anyway, no, this was Chris Giarusso. Now, Chris Giarusso would draw my posters when I started doing shows in Trumbull in 2012.
Okay.
Chris would draw the poster for 2012, 2013, 2014. Ordway's first poster was Terrificon 2015. So that's when Captain Terrificon, that's when Jerry starts doing them. But no, Jerry, he wants to. We had lunch the other day, and he keeps asking me if he's going to draw this year's poster. We just can't find a good design
to
come up with, because I've thought about having Captain Terrificon flying out of a giant number 10.
Yeah, that's right, because 10 is a huge number for this. That's
so we're working on it, because Jerry's like,
you should do like a almost like a stripper cake. So, but instead of a stripper coming out,
he's jumped. Okay.
There you go.
Not a bad idea.
You never know what's going to happen at Terrificon, Jeez.
But very quickly, if you don't mind, because
go ahead.
I'm very excited. Because the first person you announced is one of my all-time favorite.
I know.
There he is, right there.
This is a big get. Yeah. This is a massive get.
You know how many years people have been asking for that? Gary has been asking me for years to get.
I've met this man many times, and I will say, Mitch, out of all the comic creators I've met throughout the years, he is honestly one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Well, we only want jackasses at my show, so
we'll get them out of here. But no, this was an awesome get. I'm very excited.
Well, let me tell you, he is so popular. I've had to be on a 2-year wait list just to get him. You have to fill out the paperwork. You send it to his company. He's booked out for years, man. Yeah. And literally, I had to wait till my number, like a deli counter, and they called my number and they said, "Hey, you're up." And I'm like, "Oh my God, can he do it?" And sure enough. And here's a question to you guys. There is an opportunity for Mr. Eastman to draw an exclusive print for Terrificon with the Turtles. Maybe it's with Captain Terrificon. Maybe it's just the Turtles at Mohegan Sun. Maybe they're playing dice or poker at a table.
Pepe's Pizza.
At Pepe's Pizza. So he's offered to do that. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Because will I do it as a print? Will I do it as a cover of the program? What am I going to do with that? So I don't know what to do, but I have to decide soon because he needs obviously time to draw it.
I like my vote is the cover of the program.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because you and I know that we talk about like programs. People take it, they look at it, they toss it.
Yeah.
Last year, Jason Brodnick from Little Giant.
All of mine from the years.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
last year I made a comic book out of the program.
Yes, it's great. It's great. That would be really fun to do.
That was great.
That's my vote, at least.
This year we're going to have a sequel to that, an actual 30-page book, a comic book / program, and it's the 28-page story written by Paul Kupperberg and drawn. It's all done. It's about 4 kids at a comic convention, and then Rich Marazio, who's going to be at GamerCon, is going to do a 3-page Harley the Terrificon Wonder Dog story. It's going to be like Crypto. That's going to happen. And I don't know. Maybe I'll just end it at 30-something pages. But the thinking was, it's going to be like one of those giant size spectaculars when we were kids. It would be like
square bound. Yeah.
Terrificon Comics, giant size super summer special, and
Love
it'll be the program, and it'll also be a comic book that you could buy. Because I was thinking maybe I'll charge a couple bucks. I got to pay.
That's awesome.
I got to pay for printing.
I have a question. Can we go to Haley Atwell's picture?
So I was going to go through these really quick, just because.
All right, okay.
You got some bangers right out the gate.
All right.
As you
Roberto Ramos, Mitch. This is great.
I just saw him a couple weeks ago in Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were down at how was OAX, Mitch?
Oh, it was great. It was great. If you're a fan of art and just artists, that was the show to go to. Because
was that hey, let's go to Disney and Universal and go to the show.
I did that too when I was down there with my kids.
Yeah, but how did you sell that to the family? Like, let's go to Universal.
Nobody showed. It was only my son Owen, because my wife didn't go and my other son didn't go. So
okay.
So Mark Silvestri.
Yeah, this is a big get too. This is awesome, especially as a '90s kid. Yeah,
he's another guy I've been waiting for years to get. And it's hard to get everyone's schedules to line up nowadays, you know.
It is, and it's a tough time, especially, you know, like you said, that summertime kind of thing.
Summer, they have families, the kids go to college, they're on vacation, so got to dance around some schedules. Yeah,
this is a great pair right here too.
Right here.
Yep, Wendy and Richard Pena. New Haven's own, another New Haven guy, right there.
Right out of Connecticut.
He and I would shop at the same book world. Well, here's a small world. He would go to a store called Book World on Chapel Street that was open 365, 24 hours a day.
Wow.
Really?
And I would go there in the 80s because they had comics, and there'd be nothing to do at 2 or 3 in the morning after the bars closed. So I would go to Book World and hang out with a bunch of the other nuts that were up at 4 or 5 in the morning looking at books. And he would go there. And that's the store in 1985. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird drove into that shop with a trunk full of, get ready, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, 2, and 3 first printing in boxes in their trunk, and they were selling them door to door. And I said, what?
Yeah, me too.
Black and white book, $1 something? No way. And I said, let me buy the latest issue. So issue 3 was out. So I picked up issue 3 just because I kind of was like, I feel bad. They're right in front of me. They both signed it. I have it right here, actually. They signed the inside of it. In pen. And I'm going to bring it to him and say, I made a mistake 40 years ago when you tried to sell me issues 1 and 2, first printing, and I blew it.
No,
that's why Otto doesn't like the Turtles.
That's right, because I had the first prints and I was like, this is ridiculous. And I said, Turtles, they're mutants, they're ninjas. This is black and white. What do I need this for? And I
put all my money on hamster bikers or biker mice from Mars.
I bought like Thriller #1 or something like that.
That looks much better.
Can we just, before we go any further, Benny Beans wants to know about David Finch, Mitch.
David Finch. You've had him before.
I just talked to David Finch 3 weeks ago at OA, and he will be at the show this year. So
get out of here! Breaking news.
Well, here's the deal. The method to my madness at the moment is because none of this stuff is random, as you could tell. Like, wait, he announced Carl Lumley, the guy that plays Isaiah Bradley, who's
that's huge. We got to talk about that.
Coincidentally, I announced it just when the movie opened. What do you think this is all like? You know,
you're telling me you put planning behind this? Mitch?
Oh my God, I know for months when people are going to appear and what's coming out and stuff like that. So it's all part of the plan. So
I figured you just found out. I figured you found out that morning and couldn't hold it.
I had him locked in 2020 when I was going to reassemble the cast of the Justice League cartoon, and God rest his soul, Kevin Conroy was here. I was going to have all them, and then that Stu-Not COVID had to kill everything, so everything got canceled. So this is like 5 years later, and they made this new movie, and he's in it, and I go, oh, you owe me. I got a rain check, so he's coming back because of that. But I'm
going to have him sign my Justice League book. I need 3 more people, and he's one of them.
Well, I was also going to get Michael Rosenbaum, but I can't do everything. But anyway, because he was
I've got him, so it's okay. I got him.
Did you get Kevin Conroy's when he was there?
I have Kevin. I got him at TERRIFICON last year. He was at TERRIFICON. I'm missing Greg Newborn, Superman.
I've had George Newborn. I've had him there.
George. I'm missing him, and I always forget her name, but the girl that plays Hawkgirl. They
were both there. That it was Maria Callas.
Blancas or something
like that. She was there the same year that he was there, and they had Susan Eisenberg. But anyway, real quick, everybody that I'm announcing now, because people are like, hey, where's Finch? Where's this? Where's that? My plan is to do all new faces. Because I'm like, I got all the people, the fan favorites warming up in the bullpen, but I want to have just like, oh my God, I've never seen that guy. Oh my God, I've never seen this guy. So you're going to see a lot of new faces that you've never seen at shows around here. Like Carrie Gamble's coming. Carrie Gamble has not done a convention in about 30 years around here, maybe New York, but not there.
Got it right here.
Yeah, so I got him. He's been on my list because I'm old school.
Carrie Gamble.
Yeah, so he's coming to the show. And then if you scroll up, I forgot I was coming on here tonight, boys, because I didn't really announce these people yet, but I put them up today because I was lazy. So you can go to the bottom. That's fine. And Kyle Baker's there. He's the one that created Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah. Terry Moore's huge.
Terry Moore's coming. Again, he was supposed to come in 2020. His wife wrote to me and reminded me, and I'm like, all right, so you're coming. And then this guy, Chris Elidop, I can never say it right.
Elopoulos?
Elopoulos. That's a Greek name right there.
Yeah. Chris Eliopoulos. That's how you say it.
Eliopoulos.
He's been, I've seen him for years, New York Comic Con, Baltimore Con. We always talk to each other. Finally, he's coming to the show this year. So he's been on the list. If you got kids and they buy those Brad Meltzer books, he has been doing those for years, but he's also a writer. He's done the Marvel Pet Avengers and stuff. He's done the Franklin Richards book. So he's coming to the show this year. And there's a lot of other new faces that'll be coming soon. Who drew that? Oh my God, that's that talented Mitch Halleck that drew that. Look at that.
Look at that, Mitch. Look at that. More guests coming soon. No, it's just been, this has been so much fun to watch and to go, and the fact that, thank you very much for saying that, David Finch, who's a huge creator, all these guys. Oh, look at Haley Atwell, Mitch. My God, that's my crushy right there.
Now, 10 years ago, I went to when it was the Boston Comic Con, when it was my friend Jimmy Talbot owned it, and I went in there, and Haley Atwell was the guest in 2015. I wore a prototype of a Terrificon t-shirt. It said Connecticut's coolest Comic Con. It wasn't called Terrificon yet, but there was Captain Terrificon on it. Yeah, it was done by Jerry Ordway. It was flying over Mohegan Sun, because I actually had 3 different names for the show, and they were all being patented and trademarked, and I couldn't decide which name I was going to go with. One was Connecticut's coolest Comic Con. One was called Action Comic Con, and it was done like the Action Comics logo. And the other one was Terrificon. So I went there and I wore the shirt and I was talking to her, and there's a picture of me and Haley Atwell, and she's pointing to it and she does the thumbs up thing. And I said, I don't know which one I should do. And she actually said, oh, I like Terrific.
Really?
Said, all right, there you go. And it was terrific. And we started doing the stuff, and it was all done. Terrificon was the thing that I went with.
What could have been?
I saw her at New York Comic Con. I've met her a couple times since, but I saw her last fall, and she was there, and I wore the new Terrificon t-shirt. And I said to her, I got in line and I talked to her. I said, I'm coming up on the 10th year. You were the one that I talked to about this 10 years ago. You're kind of like my good luck charm. Could you come to the show? And she said, well, where is it? I said, it's in Connecticut. It's a casino. It's a beautiful, I love casinos. I love Connecticut.
Oh, I love it.
Here's my manager, talk to the guy. So that's how it all went behind the scenes. I've been trying to get Haley Atwell to come to the show for years. Okay?
Excellent.
So anyway, she will be there. Captain Carter herself will be there. And then who else is coming there?
Then you got who we just talked about.
Carl Lumley.
Yes, Carl Lumley.
I'm so excited about this. Not only am I excited because he's fantastic in the movie we're going to talk about in a minute, but I've been trying to get that entire Justice League cast for years, and I was like, this is going to be probably the hardest one to get, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, because you know why? He never did shows. Honestly, I wrote to him. We went back and forth. It was Phil Lamar, who you might know as the voice of the Green Lantern. He was also Marvin in Pulp Fiction. He gets his head blown up.
He's in Futurama. He's in
Futurama. Yeah, Phil told Carl, you should do Mitch's show because it's really a nice show. It's in Connecticut. And he's the one that started the conversation. And I would actually talk directly back and forth with Carl Lumley. And I'm like, please come to the show. It'll be this, because he's a very private person. He doesn't do conventions and stuff. So I was, at the time, it was, come on, I got Kevin Conroy. I've got Phil here. I've got Susan Eisenberg. Let's do a one-time ever reunion of everybody. So he was coming out for that. And like I said, unfortunately, we had to cancel that 2020, but he's back now. He's in the new Captain America movie, which we'll talk about. And You know, the guy's done it all. He was even Buckaroo Banzai in 1984 or 5,
Great
I
movie.
think it was.
Great movie.
I think that was his first movie he did. So anyway, he will be there. And I accidentally had another guy up there today, and I took him down because I forgot. I'm going to announce him on Monday, but by accident, I was half asleep, and I put the picture up. So if somebody was online at about 9 this morning, real quick, they kind of saw who was going to be there.
You want to give us a hint? What are they in?
He is in. Let's see if anybody can guess it out there. Because if once I say that one movie, they'll know. Okay, he's been in a comic book movie. He's been on a Star Trek TV show. He's been in 2 comic book movies. Now that I think so, he's played 2 comic book characters in the movies, and he's been on Star Trek. So if anybody knows, they could try guessing it right now. So there you go. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll find out on Monday. All right.
Okay. Is he currently on a TV show?
It just went off.
Okay.
He was on Monday.
He was a guest star on a certain show that just went off the air.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, look out for Monday, people.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, and like I said, to finish off, I am putting mostly new faces up for the moment, but I will get to the fan favorites, old reliables who've been at the show and are coming back. God, I know who they are. And I want to tell you all, but I'm like,
we got to take time though, Mitch.
Yeah, I love it. You spread it out, but you know what?
I do.
But you always give enough people, because I'm one of those guys that likes to. I mean, we have August 8th through 10th.
Yeah.
It is literally 6 or 7 months from now, right?
Yeah. By the beginning of July at the latest, I've already reached out to people that I try to get like a commission from or something like that. So
let me tell you,
more than
I get so excited doing this stuff. I make all the graphics. I know all the bookings, the flights. I know everybody's coming. I'm the guy. So I want to tell all of you all at once. I literally have a folder in Photoshop of all the guests done already. I made them all. I did it during the off season. I could throw them all up tonight and it would be done. Then I got March, April, May, June, July, August. I got 6 months of nothing to talk about. It'd be like,
but I got to tell you, it was so funny. It was after the weekend, that we all saw Captain America, and then Mitch posts Carl Lumley, and I go, hey, give your social media guy a raise, and he goes, yeah, thanks.
That's me.
I gotta tell you, guys have to understand though. When you reach out to Mitch and you ask about all this, it's all Mitch.
Yeah.
It's his social media. It's this. It's that. So
I am surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised how well received Carl Lumley was. He's got more likes than any other guest. I think even more than Keanu Reeves, which is amazing.
Amazing. You know what? I think his character, the way it was portrayed, and the personality shows that, and we're going to talk a little bit about that when we get to Captain America, but his character was very important, but also an Alias and the other shows. And
Alias,
stuff like that.
Mantis. Oh my God.
He's the reason that I love Martian Manhunter so much.
Yep.
Really?
He was on the Supergirl show playing Martian Manhunter's father.
Yeah.
So he's been in a lot of stuff, but no, I'm telling you, man, he's got over 2,000 likes on Instagram, which is huge. I mean, I don't buy my likes, so it's like that's the guy, and people responded to him. So it's glad to see that he got more than Haley Atwell. I'm like, what are you doing? Come on, man.
That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. So Chin, what do we have next? So we've got.
You know what? We're talking about him now. Let's talk about that movie that he's in.
All right, real quick though, can I tell you who's coming to the show? Don't do it.
Oh, come on, David Fincher. You said David Fincher.
All right, I already gave you one.
I'll tell you what, you gave us one.
Okay, I'll tell you this right now. Again, I'll just give you hints. Somebody who was really popular last year is coming back again this year. No, wait.
That could be.
He was there for the first time last year.
Oh.
And he had humongously long lines, and it's not Jim Lee.
Oh. John Romita.
I got it. Is he famous for certain kind of covers?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice get again. Okay. Very nice.
You have a certain style. Yes.
Very nice.
Especially a lot of the youngins really like it.
Yes, yes, that's a good way of putting it. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it SY?
Huh?
A lot of the youngins like it.
A lot of the youngins. Okay.
All right.
Is it somebody that I missed out on with my books?
I don't know.
You made me get it.
It would almost be like he drew.
Yes. Oh my God!
That looks familiar.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, his line was incredibly long last year.
Yes. You might have been young when you got in it, but you were old when you got out.
Okay. You don't get any better than this, though. My God, this is so much fun. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us on Friday night, talking about all these things. CT GamerCon, TERRIFICON. And now we're going to talk a little bit more about a movie that just came out. And I thoroughly enjoyed the Captain America movie. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I went and saw it. I saw it opening weekend. The theater that I went to was sold out.
Yep.
And it was a lot of fun. And I enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed Hulk versus Cap. I enjoyed the leader. I enjoyed Liv Tyler.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Well, yeah, I'm spoiling this whole thing, you guys. It's a week, though. I think we've given you guys a week.
Just letting everybody know if you haven't seen it, tune out for about 10 minutes and then come back.
Yeah, a little bit longer than that. So, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna organize this a little bit better. We're gonna organize this a little bit better. So, all right. So, Captain America. I went to the movie theater. I brought my my 15-year-old, and we had an absolute blast with this. I loved every bit of it. I loved the Hulk versus Cap. I loved the leader. I loved the wrap up of bringing Liv Tyler into it. I loved the story about Wakanda. I love the fact that there is no super soldier serum, but yet he's been able to use the wings and the jetpack.
I love it, Mitch. This is amazing.
To his advantage. I love the Red Room callback. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. If you were to ask me what my CGC grade is for this, I give it a solid 9.0. That's how much I enjoyed it. I will go and see it again.
I've seen it twice.
What's that?
I saw it twice.
I've seen it twice already too. Yeah.
Did you really? Okay. So that's what I enjoyed about it. Was it the greatest movie ever? No. Did I enjoy it? Absolutely. And I will tell you what I enjoyed about it. Growing up, my father, God rest his soul, would take me to like the James Bond movies and all the like the Mission Impossible stuff. And to me, although we've seen this before, I enjoyed seeing it again. I thought Harrison Ford played a smuggler. A Indiana Jones. What else did he play? He's played everybody.
Blade Runner. He was
Blade Runner. I mean, he played a great character with emotion. I mean,
nice. That's a cool
cut. It was a lot of fun for me to see. So, would I suggest anybody watching this show go see it? Yes. If you've seen it once, go see it again because I absolutely enjoyed it. And you know what else I loved too was Giancarlo Esposito. Let me tell you something. Sidewinder. I don't want to say this. His character, although not really, really important, was really, really important because he commands such an audience and such a vocal, like,
man can play a villain. The man,
yeah, that's a great villain, and he was just awesome to hear. And I loved it. I love it. So go see Captain America. I loved it. I hope you guys did too. We'll see what everybody has to say about it. I give it a CGC 9.0. I'm done talking about it.
I'll give my quick 2 cents, and I'm going to let the brother and actual Captain America down there go. I've seen it twice. I also really enjoyed it. I don't understand why a lot of people are not liking it. I loved it. The acting I thought overall was great. The action sequences were done very well, if you ask me. I'm gonna spoil probably the biggest cameo in it, so heads up, guys. But the scene with Bucky was
brilliant.
Why it made the kind of connected the whole movie with him being not super soldier serum, someone to aspire to. Absolutely loved it. And the fact that I saw this movie is basically a sequel to the Hulk with Captain America. And I love the 2008 Hulk. So I loved having a lot of this come back. It was a great introduction that they finally hit on the giant ass fucking celestial in the ocean.
Yes, brilliant. They said the word, the A word.
But overall, is it my favorite Marvel movie? No. Is it my least favorite Marvel movie? Absolutely not.
No.
I enjoyed it overall. I want to see more. I liked how it did lead off with him putting the Avengers back together, which I'm all for because we need it. And the post-credit scene, whatever. We all know it's coming, but
right. But the fact that they showed the raft, they talked about that, which was great. There was so many calls to it. The Red Room, the Black Widow. I mean, I thought it was so. It brought it all together. And yes, Betty Beans, he would have got wrecked by the Red Hulk, but the fact that he has the super soldier serum was circumvented by his ability to use the wings, to use the armor, to do that, and that's what I really loved about it. So
they gave him all the tricks along with his actual skill.
Yeah, right. And
make it just believable enough.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. I thought Anthony Mackie held great as a main character. Like he definitely commanded the room.
If he can stare down Eminem, he can stare down the Red Hulk.
I was going to say that too.
All right.
You know what I mean? His real name's Clarence, and Clarence, lives at home with both parents. Yeah. But still, I thought it was great though. I definitely agree with you. So before we get into Captain Terrificon, Dave, what did you think? Because sometimes your opinion is counterculture here. What did you think?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's counterculture. I'm not as hyped up on it as you are. It's one of the issues I have with a lot of the Marvel movies now. It just seems so disjointed. I know there was a lot of rewrites to it, and you could sense that, like the whole Sidewinder character.
I'll agree with you on that.
The whole Sidewinder character was like shoehorned in, and it kind of felt it. But Anthony Mackie, you're right. He's with him and the wings, the combination of Falcon and Captain America. I mean, that was, I thought he did a great job. Mm-hmm. Isaiah Bradley, I mean, to me, he was
the best part of the movie.
To me, there was a movie. I wish they would have had more of that. I hope they do something more with him, because that was, to me, the most interesting part of the movie was him. Bringing back the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk movie. It's kind of like a sequel to that movie, was pretty cool. Bringing those guys, I just thought the leader could have had a little bit more. I don't know. I thought he would have had a little bit more to do. I don't know. It seemed like his was a little too simple. His little plan. I just thought they didn't utilize him enough. I thought he should have been more of the movie and taken Sidewinder out of it.
I wish, this is not even just Marvel's issue, just movies in general a lot, is I wish that they never announced that he was coming back. If they left that as a surprise, it would have hit so much harder. But the fact that they announced him years ago.
Yeah, well, even that, or even Red Hulk. I mean, I know they had to hype the movie somehow, but how awesome would have been that we didn't know Red Hulk was coming, and then Harrison Ford burst into Red Hulk. That just would have been, that would have hyped up the movie after the fact, and that would have got probably people going back to the theater just because they wanted to see it. But a lot of that stuff you already saw in the trailers.
Yeah, it's on the trailer.
But no, I enjoyed the movie. I mean, yeah, you're right. It wasn't the best.
But
I like the fact that he brought him back to they brought it back to street level kind of stuff, kind of reminded me of like the Winter Soldier kind of stuff. I enjoyed it. I think that Anthony Mackie did a great job. He can be
good. So after we hear, I'd like to put this out into the chat before we hear Captain Terrificon's opinion of this. Let us know. I really want to know where this ranks as far as what was it better than. Okay, so I'm going to tell you it was better than Ant-Man Wasp 2. You know what I mean? Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, was it as good as Winter Soldier? Probably not. But I mean, we've got lots of different Marvel movies, but it was somewhere in between, like what I thought was a good movie. So, all right, Captain Terrificon, you are up. We're going to highlight you. Hold on a second. Chin, can we highlight him?
Oh, we got
to highlight.
You know what? That's incredible. Make that a thumbnail. That's the new poster for Terrificon right there.
Yeah, that's right there. Okay.
All right. Let's go. As the Captain America guy, and if you know that I get a Captain America sketch from every guest I have like 400 of them now. I thoroughly enjoyed it because I grew up with Reb Brown in the 70s, so anything better than watching those. And Reb's a great guy. He's been at my show, and I love him.
For sure.
But those shows are they're painful. But let me just tell you, I enjoy it from start to finish. I do agree with Dave that the marketing at Disney, I don't know what's going on with those guys. They ruined the Indiana Jones movie 2 years ago. This is they should take a lesson from me. As much as I want to tell you guys all the things that are going to be a Terrificon, I hold my tongue back because I know there's 6 months to go. Why they don't have confidence in the product? Why they had to let that Red Hulk out? And again, I like the movie. I really enjoyed it. I've seen it twice. Probably see it again. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying the marketing of this movie, they just got to stop shoving everything down everyone's throat. It would have been such a great reveal if you did not know that Harrison was going to turn into the Red Hulk at the end of this movie. You would have been like, what the hell? Because you just see him taking these pills.
Yeah.
And then when they got the information, like, hey, we just checked those pills. They're laced with gamma radiation. Then you'd be like, wait a minute, what is that going to do? And then you see him getting mad on the ship, and he's starting to get the glowing eyes and the red skin. I'm like, wait a minute. No. But the fact that we already knew a year ago, because they let the toys out by accident over at the McDonald's.
They put it in the first trailer.
They put it in the first trailer, which was another thing. They were like, they showed San Diego Comic-Con people. They were like, oh, there was a leak. And they showed the Red Hulk, and they didn't want anybody to see it, but it was on the next day. Everybody could download it off of YouTube.
Yeah.
And then they just went with it. So much so it's in the posters. I mean, there's that classic shot from that Captain America cover where the Green Hulk was punching the shield.
Yeah, Ron Wilson, the Ron Wilson
cover. I'm like, okay, I get that you did that, but you could have done that poster after the movie opened. You didn't have to do it as a teaser months ago. I mean, it kind of ruined a bit, but all that aside, and I do agree that they did not use Sidewinder enough, but the other problem is we live in a weird world now that we know so much about the production of these movies.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to know everything, but apparently there was a wrestler, I don't know his name, but
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he was on the show to be Sidewinder, and then there was another character called Diamondback, who they even made a little Happy Meal toy out of the actress. She's totally not in the movie. They cut her out completely.
They had basically the whole Serpent Society.
They did. And it's like, so that stuff bugs me because I go, well, I don't have a problem with this story. But then I start to wonder, what was the other script? And then the other weird thing that drives me nuts is they got toys out and T-shirts for the leader. And he's got the traditional leader big forehead.
Yeah.
Not the big brainy thing, not that version. So obviously they went back in and changed that effect because he doesn't look anything like the Funko toy or the other toys I've seen out there or the T-shirt designs. I'm like, what happened there? And then there's another thing. If you watch the trailer, there's a scene of a funeral, a military funeral with a 21 gun salute. That's not in the movie at all because I started wondering, geez, does Harrison Ford get killed? Does Isaiah Bradley die? Why would they be doing a military funeral? Who's dead? Is it the new Falcon? Did he die? Because he was in the Air Force. And all this, that's not even in the movie. And I should realize by now that Marvel likes putting these things in trailers that are never in the movie, like the Hulk running with the Avengers in Infinity War and Wakanda.
I'm okay with stuff like that. But in my opinion, if you're making a movie where I mean, I don't know, I guess like you said, they don't have faith in the product, but if you can't make a good trailer from the first 30 minutes of your movie, you got an issue.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Well, I think they reshot a lot of it.
They reshot
like 20%. So whatever storyline, like you were saying,
Mitch, you should leave it on for the rest of the time, man.
Oh, all right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Warm in there,
it's okay.
Please don't.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding with you.
That's all right. I'll do it for the show. Anything for the
what I thought was really fun to watch was the Isaiah Bradley conversation, and that is a whole other to me. I would really love a whole nother storyline of Isaiah and everything that he went through, because to me that was really, really interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed that. They brought in the Red Room. They talked about that. I thought that was fun too. There was all these different things to bring Liv Tyler back at the end. Shows you that, hey, look, the Ed Norton stuff was Ed Norton stuff, but we're actually saying that that's real.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, the Thunderbolt Ross.
They finally hit on a bunch of stuff that they've needed to. I mean, it's been 4-5 years since Eternals with the giant thing.
Yeah, that's been bugging me for a year. I'm like, does anyone not notice there's a giant hand?
There's this huge thing floating around.
So they did. I will say that is one thing I do like about this, is that they hit on a bunch of stuff that I'm like, cool. We finally, at least mentioning it.
Well, you got to know the production.
Tie some ends here.
I was going to say the production timeline got screwed up in the last couple of years because of COVID, because of the writer's strike that happened. A lot of things behind the scenes happened because, like the Doctor Strange movie and the Spider-Man movie, remember that? It was like, well, WandaVision was on, and it was supposed to lead right into the Doctor Strange movie, and then the Spider-Man No Way Home movie was going to happen, but they had to mix that all up because of filming schedules and such. But on this movie here, the fact that the Hulk movie came out in 2008, which is 17 years ago.
Yes.
And they finally tied up the loose ends. Like, here's this, here's that. I'm like, well, credit to Marvel, because nerds like us have been going, hey, whatever happened to the guy that was Samuel Stearns and the gamma blood was dripping in his hand? Where's the leader? You know, there's all
where's he?
Actually, quick little side note. I go Tuesday night, every Tuesday night I go to the movies with my buddies. And my friend, he's a fan, he loves these movies, but he's not like into it like kind of we are. And literally before the movie started, he was like, I'm excited to see it, but Marvel do this, like, and he literally brought up the statue, like the celestial in the ocean. He's like, you know what happened about that? He's like, hell, we know. I would still love to I don't even know who the villain of this movie is. I know Red Hulk's in it, but like, he's like, I would love to see villains like like the leader and stuff like that. I was like, oh man, you are gonna really enjoy this movie. Like literally 5 minutes before it started, and I was like,
well, the Liv Tyler thing, I was pissed because I listened to the Marvel podcast, the official Marvel podcast. It's called like This Week in Marvel, a week before the movie. And they said, we're going to talk to the director of the movie. And I'm listening to him, and he goes, well, yeah, it was so great to bring back Tim Blake Nelson and Liv Tyler. And I'm literally going,
oh my God.
Wait, Liv Tyler's in this movie? It's a week before the movie. And I'm like, if you're the director of this movie, did they mix up the podcast and let it go out before the movie? Weren't they supposed to hold? I mean, why are you telling secrets? I didn't know she was in the movie at all until he said it. And then I go, well, there's another surprise ruined.
No, it was good.
Because we like to be surprised. I don't know about you. The reason why I go on opening night with Ordway and stuff is because I want to get to it, and I don't go on the internet those days.
No, I did the same thing, Mitch. I did the same thing. Like,
they ruin these jerks out there. Ruin stuff just for the sake of ruining it. I'm like, guys.
And even if they don't even if you like listen to you're like, I'm not gonna listen to what they say. They put it in the back of your brain. They're like, oh, they didn't like this, and you start thinking about that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going into this. I watched minimal spoilers. I watched minimal trailers. I want to go in there and just enjoy this movie. And me and my 15-year-old, we walked out like this was awesome. And I love the fact, like, I can't say this enough. I love the fact that they tied in the wings with the vibranium to the Wakandans. And they said, okay, listen, we're not going to give him the super soldier serum. We understand that. Okay, that's fine. But this is how he's able to do this, this, and this. And I'm okay with that. Just don't do it, but at least tell me how he is doing it.
Well, when they show the trailer and he landed and he says, wait for it, and you see that shockwave, then I started going, oh my God, he must have the vibranium in the suit, because I didn't know it was in there. I just thought they made him the suit. I didn't think he had superpowers. And then you said, wait a minute, he's flying around missiles and things are exploding. How's a normal guy doing this stuff, Right.
The only thing I wish, the only thing, and then maybe we'll close with this and we can go on. The only thing I wished is that the scene where he turned into the Red Hulk at the pulpit.
Yes.
I thought that was going to happen much earlier in the movie. And I understand why they held it off, and I'm okay with that. But I kept waiting for it. I'm like, okay, well, they're here. Now they're on this on the aircraft carriers.
You
can't do it on the aircraft carrier. Right. When is he going to do it? But I understand it. And
that's why they should not show anything in a trailer that's past the 30-minute mark.
Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you, that's like, because all you do is, because we have like photographic memories from reading comic books. We know like panels and covers from books we read 40 years ago. At least I do. So I'm sitting there going, well, I haven't seen that scene yet where he's at the press conference. Well, what? It's only 10 more minutes to go. It must be coming up. Oh, that's the end of the movie. And it's like the worst one ever was Indiana Jones, another Harrison Ford picture, in the Temple of Doom, and they would have these like little making ofs before the movie, before the internet. They would show like, hey, coming up this summer, kids, we're going to go behind the scenes of the new Indiana Jones movie. And for some reason, they showed a scene with Indiana Jones picking up the guy's sword, and he chases the thuggy guys, and then he turns and runs, and there's like 1,000 guys chasing after him. So you're like, well, wait, I haven't seen that scene in the movie yet. And it's getting later and later, and you're like, well, it took place outdoors, and he was all beat up, and they were chasing. Oh my God, that must be towards the end of the movie. And then there was even a scene of the rope bridge, and one of the things I go, wait, that's literally the end of the movie, and you knew about it before the damn movie came out. I'm like, why are you showing that stuff?
It upsets me so much. Honestly, the best thing that Disney's done in a long time, and I don't know why they haven't done it since. But if you look back to The Mandalorian, no one knew about Grogu. And look how popular
no one knew about Luke Skywalker until the morning it happened.
That too.
Oh my God. That
too. But I'm talking about that. I'm talking about, like, think about how big of a thing was Baby Yoda.
Oh, the reveal? Yeah.
It was, the thing went nuts, and they messed up. Like, they should continue to do that, because people still talk about it.
They know they can do it. Like you said, Jon Favreau, who was involved with obviously that movie, knew not to let people. I didn't know like the Cap was going to turn into old man Cap when Avengers Endgame came out.
The Russo brothers
held back. We were all like, is he going to die? Is Iron Man going to die? No one really knew. So they do have the ability to shut down this stuff and not let people know what's going to happen. But somehow, like I said, I don't think they have faith in the movie, and they
I think that's it.
Yeah,
they don't have faith in the product. Let the they think they need to spoil everything to get people into the theater. The one thing I was a little disappointed in was the end credit scene. I thought they were going to bring up Thunderbolts.
Well, I thought. I want to know, is Thunderbolts now going to be a prequel, or set before this or after? Because Bucky's a congressman.
Maybe.
That's what I'm curious.
Well, what a great introduction for a movie that's coming out. It's a great introduction for a movie that's coming out.
It goes back to what Mitch was saying. The whole production schedule was thrown off. Like,
do they not like the name the Thunderbolts because they're like, don't call us that because of Thunderbolt Ross? I'm thinking maybe there's a connection between the two. They're like, oh God, we don't want to be associated with the president who became the Red Hulk, so don't call us the Thunderbolts because everybody
they have the little asterisk. Because they have a little asterisk next to the.
They've explained that though. It's on the poster now. It's because
on the poster.
The asterisk is because the Avengers.
Otto's got an idea.
I have a comment.
Yes. You down in the corner.
Me, the guy in the corner. I think they're going to be called the New Avengers. That's what I think it is going to be.
Oh,
like I think because there's no more Avengers. Blah blah blah. I think the asterisk means Thunderbolts. They will be the New Avengers because and Sam is going to take reign of it.
I can see. Maybe. I can see one of their. If they only do one, but I can see the post credit being Sam showing up
and saying, "Hey, we don't have the Avengers anymore."
Right, you're not the Thunderbolts. We are the Avengers.
It could be John Walker saying, "No, I'm in charge of the Thunderbolts because I'm."
Yeah, I think
I can see that.
That would be good.
So, but somebody
needs to
be talking about right now. My God,
I
think the asterisk means because there's no more Avengers. That they're going to tie in to Sam, and he's going to be the leader of the New Avengers, and then the Thunderbolts will become the New Avengers because they kept saying that there's no more Avengers. But anyway, that's just my thought. Who knows?
No. And the other thing I just got to say, I was on another podcast like Monday with this guy, John Suntress, who does the Word Balloon on my show. He's the host of a lot of my panels. He does a comic book podcast. We were all talking about it, me, Franco, the artist, and John and somebody else, Wayne. And I said, the internet is the worst thing that has been ever invented in the last 50 years. I mean, it is like, it's horrible. It really is. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. At first, it sounded like a great idea. You'll be able to communicate. You'll be able to talk to each other. You'll be able to do all these things, share ideas, share information, books, novels, whatever, movies. It sounds great. But then they gave it to the public. And that's when the trouble started. And now you've got this group of people who I'll never understand, like I said, rather ruin the package. Like, what's your Christmas present back in July before it's even December? What you're going to get from Santa, or whatever. There was people that had their sights set on this, and again, we grew up, like I said, with Reb Brown, with Nicholas Hammond, with Lou Ferrigno,
Yes,
with the shitty what's the guy's name? Dolph Lundgren's Punisher movie.
Punisher. Yes, because that's what we
All
grew
these
up to.
crappy movies. We were waiting for a world where we could go to not just one, not just two, but maybe 3 or 4 Marvel multi-million-dollar epic movies. Even when they're crap, I still find place to like them because I remember the dark times.
Do we remember that? Of course,
There was people out there that had their sights set on this movie for months. It sucks. It's this. It's that. It's this. It's that. They're not going to the movie. They're not going to buy a ticket. They're not going to even watch it if it was on for free. They just, like I said, love to hate for hate's sake.
They're just going to type in, this movie sucks. This is
and just want to ruin it for everybody else. Exactly. And I was like, look, guys, you don't read comics. You don't buy the shows. You don't watch the Winter Soldier show. You don't watch any of this stuff. I really don't know what, other than you want to get a lot of likes on your page or a lot of views on your stuff. It's all monetized. It's all about making money. And it's like being the National Enquirer. You just go out and full with bullshit and you just get other people to follow you. Go, oh, look at this. Everybody says it sucks. It's got a 2 rating or whatever. I go,
my God.
They didn't make it for you. They made it for us. They made it for the men in the basement and everybody that goes to comic book shows and stuff.
People don't understand. Spider-Man is an Amazing Friends, or Spider-Man with the rope coming off his wrist.
Spider-Woman cartoon that was there.
My God.
The
we were there for all that.
Thing, do your thing, and Herbie the Robot. The fact that they're acknowledging Herbie the Robot in the trailer, that's the other thing. I don't know where you guys saw it. I saw this in an IMAX theater, and they usually have this thing in front of the IMAX that counts down like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, but it's a Fantastic Four themed one. I'm like, what is this? And it's like Fantastic Vision. And I'm like, oh, the 5-year-old in me is like, the Fantastic Four.
We had to watch when Fantastic Four, we had to watch Herbie because, you know, there's
the Human Torch.
There's two thoughts to that. Was one, the Human Torch was owned by another subsidiary.
And they didn't want kids catching on fire.
They didn't want kids like Otto. Fire. So here's Mitch and Dave. You're of the age too, Dave. Don't get it act like you're younger. You know,
no, I'm right with you. I following everything you guys are saying.
You know, you had to remember that we had to watch the Fantastic Four. And
we watched Thor being on the Hulk show when it was just a dude with a little hammer. We watched Daredevil when he just had this black gauze over his eyes, and Sala from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Awesome. That was the greatest Hulk episode ever. I love that movie.
But the Trial of the Incredible Hulk?
Trial. Yeah, the Trial of the Incredible Hulk.
You know what? We're so off task right now. We should have a show where we talk about old Marvel movies.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, even wait, real quick. What you said you wanted to rank all the movies. My least favorite, not the worst, but my least favorite that I don't tend to watch if it's on again, has to be The Eternals. I just don't. It's a good science fiction movie. If it was on the Sci-Fi Channel or Netflix, it's not a bad movie, but it didn't have that Marvel. And there's so many questions like, wait a minute, how long have they been here? And I don't get it. They're superheroes, but they're robots. They're not. Why is Star Fox here? What the hell's going on? That's my least favorite of all. All right,
so let's go around the horn. Can we go around the horn? Because I already know mine. Do you want me to say mine?
Go ahead.
All right, so mine would probably be Quantumania, Ant-Man Quantumania. And I'll tell you why. Because when Ant-Man first came out and then he gets small and then you see the ratio of him being small to the rest of the world. Yeah. But in Quantumania, everything is small.
Yeah.
So when everything's small, it makes everything look equal. So you're like, what am I watching this for? Because everything's here in a microverse. You're just small, and that's it. So Quantumania is probably one of my least favorites. All right, so I'll go with that. Dave?
I don't know what mine would be.
Marvels has got to be. I don't even know if I even watched the whole Marvels.
Yeah, that had it.
You didn't like all the kittens?
When the cats, when that scene happened in the theater, I looked over at Jerry Ordway. I go, "What the hell are we watching?" And it's slow motion, and there's cats floating in space, and Nick Fury's trying to catch them. I go, I don't know what's going on. What is happening here? And I literally, I think I fell asleep in that one, and I had to see it on TV to see what I missed.
That's got to be up there too.
Yeah,
I will say this: even the worst Marvel movie, I enjoy it in some way because it kind of connects with everything. So, like, for the most part, they all have some kind of rewatchability.
Oh, you're a good guy, Chin. You're a good guy.
I try.
Not one.
Yeah,
not
you got
one.
one.
There's not one. Like
I
the
mean-
Marvels, like
all 35 and
like
on.
I enjoyed Quantumania for the one-liners, but it's like everything is like
honestly,
when everything is small, everything is small. Like
because of how wasted some of the potential was. Honestly,
Yeah.
God of Thunder would probably be down there.
Yeah, that was
Love and Thunder, awful.
Sorry.
great villain. Wanted
Yep.
to see something, and at the end when he turned all the kids into junior
that
Thor,
was
I was like,
okay. I think that's
Love and Thunder's up there too.
that was I left that theater going, what the hell was this?
It was like the Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome of the Thor movies, because you're like, what is going on?
I think this would be a fun topic to have on another night. But
yeah, and somebody mentioned MODOK. MODOK is like, I got all the MODOK toys up there.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite characters. I was hoping they were going to save him for Captain
they
America.
killed him. They
should have been. But they made a big joke, and the effect was horrible. And I'm like,
that was awful.
and you only get one
when he had his
shot.
helmet on, it was okay. When he had his helmet, it was okay.
When he had his helmet, but the thing of it is, you get one shot at these movies, and if you screw it up, you literally have to wait years before the taste gets out of everyone's mouth.
Yes.
I went back and watched that Fantastic Four crap movie the other week, and I was I had nothing on, and I was like, you know what? I haven't seen this since it came out, and it's been 10 years, I think. Let me watch it. And I'm watching it going, this isn't so bad. This is starting off okay. When is it going? Oh, wait a minute. Now I remember why it sucks.
Really?
And they go to that
That's
other
not
universe.
the one.
Oh, it's horrible.
The one in between, right? That's not
the Miles Teller.
The Miles Teller.
Oh, yeah.
Not the Fantastic Four one. That's not so bad.
It's stomachable. It's stomachable. I like to say stomachable. So. We have completely gone off the rails.
Very much.
No.
Okay,
and I will. And in comics, Connecticut there, look, I love Captain America. I got Haley Atwell coming. I love all those things. But I will give you that the Captain America First Avenger movie, and I say this because the director, Joe Johnston, has a history of like pulling the rug out from under my feet. He sets up a good movie. It looks fantastic. But there's always something missing from the very end of these movies. He's like a poor man's Steven Spielberg. He just can't get it over the goal line for some reason. And in Cap, it starts when they do that montage of all the stuff.
They message New Haven in that. They message New Haven in that movie.
Of course they did. New Haven's the greatest place in the world. That's
because when they start going over, he goes,
one of the places that
New Haven, Parsippany, blah blah blah. He goes, you've applied all these from different places. You're the same person. And I'm like, okay, New Haven. I get it.
But the thing of it is, it's like they just rushed it, and we knew they had to rush it because they had to get to Avengers, which was next year.
Yes.
And they just like the last 5 minutes, it's like they have the fight in the airplane and it crashes in the water, and you're like, wait, what's going on? And then credits roll.
They just had to get them into the ice.
Yeah, they had to get him in the ice, so they just kind of rushed it. They
get him in the ice. You guys are killing me right now.
And Wakanda Forever 2, I think that's a little too long. I mean, I understand what they were doing.
Yes, get rid of the robot chick. Get rid of the robot.
Oh, yeah. Ironheart.
Get rid of that. Other than that, it was good, though. I enjoyed it. The Namor stuff, the way they talked about it, but get rid of that.
They're just trying to set up the TV show. I mean, that's what Marvel's been doing. They're just setting up. They're just trying to set up their new thing, and then things get canceled, and you're like, well, where did that ever go?
That's the issue.
All those post-credit scenes that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
we should set up a series of shows, a 12-issue series like Secret Wars, where we talk about the Marvel movies from 12 to 1. That would be ideal.
Now, what Secret Wars are we going to get in a couple of years? Is it the traditional one from the 80s that we grew up with?
We're going to
be the Hickman one.
We're going to get the Hickman. I think there's going to be hints of. I think there's going to be hints of the original. Like, for example, if they don't do the iconic cover of issue 8 with the black suit, they're idiots.
No, I think they also have to do 7 with the Hulk cover.
Well, they have to do the Doctor Doom cover.
But
that's
they have to do the Doom cover.
You're absolutely going to get. You're going to get Battle World
up the mountain.
Yes, of course.
You're going to get Battle World. You're going to get all these different universes. You're going to get much more of the Hickman. You get a combo, but I think it's going to be much more Hickman than it is.
All right. We'll have to see. And that's only a year or so, 2 years away.
2026 is Doomsday.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing's got to get rushed. Think about it. You got Fantastic Four coming out in July, just before TERRIFICON. And then next year it's Doomsday. So they got one movie, and it's going to be a cliffhanger, and you got to come back next year to see the Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom. Is that what it is?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But I mean, and then there's Superman in between with Crypto. Oh my God!
Oh, Superman's July 11th, and then Fantastic Four July 25th.
Then we're gonna go into that. So,
yeah.
All right,
looking forward to Fantastic
All
Four.
right,
I'm anxious to see what they do with that.
Fantastic Four. Okay, hold on a second. Time out. Shit's gonna kill me right now. I'm gonna ask Mitch, are you more excited for Fantastic Four or Superman? What I mean, I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
There's a reason why this is on the poster, because I said this is
agreed.
But I had a little bit like worry like Disney. So my friend Chris Girusso is currently drawing a Fantastic Four issue 3 where they're all flying in the Fantastic car version with Captain Terrificon. So when you see these flyers and the posters, it'll be one side, the DC side, and the other side, the Marvel.
Nice.
The Marvel, depending on what you like.
Dave, can I ask you, Dave, what are you more excited for?
Fantastic Four.
Okay, easy enough.
I can't wait to see what they do. I'm anxious. I'm optimistic that they're going to get it right this time.
Okay, good. I don't like your brother, but that's okay. Chin, can I ask you?
I'm leaning more towards. I mean, I'm excited for both, but I'm leaning more towards Superman.
Yep. Yeah. All right. And if you were to ask me,
I'm a little nervous about Superman. I'm still worried. It seems like there's too many people keep showing up.
In what?
That's my concern.
Superman?
In the Superman, yeah. Every time you see, there's all.
I'm not.
Is this gonna be a Superman movie, or is this like James Gunn just likes doing ensemble movies? So I was interested to see what he would do with a single character, and apparently he can't do just a single character.
No, but it's okay because he's bringing Crypto on it, and I'm a dog lover.
That's
Crypto's gonna make that movie $1 billion.
It's unbelievable.
So what are you waiting for, Otto? What is one? FF?
No, I'm definitely for Superman, just because I want to see Crypto, and I want to see how they do it on that. And you guys know how much of a dog lover we are. So
I remember that Henry Cavill Man of Steel movie, and I was in the theater with my kids. But in front of us, there was like maybe 3 or 4 9 or 10-year-old little kids that the dad had brought them to, and they were selling Superman capes at Walmart or Target. So all the kids came into that theater wearing Superman capes, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is great. This is like when Christopher Reeve. How cool would it be to see these kids see Superman on the big screen for the first time? And then at the end of the movie, when he twists Zod's head and kills him, you see these kids just like. I was like so mad at that movie because I said, here you have a bunch of little kids that are going to love comic books, but it was such a downer. Yeah, like Superman's supposed to be, everybody wants to be Superman. You put the towel around your neck, you want to fly and save the world. I don't want to go friggin' twist someone's neck. Well, it's the adult version. You don't understand. It's not meant for kids. No, shut the hell up. It's meant for kids of all ages, not my moody emo Superman,
Right. Tons of comments. FF, Superman's. Yeah. Otto's going to hate it when Crypto is only in for that one scene. You know what, though? It's okay. It's okay because I'm a dog lover. I'm a pet lover. And the fact that they're bringing that character in, you have to talk about Crypto and Ace. For characters, I absolutely love it. So it's going to be fine. I'm okay with it. But more importantly, we should embrace this, man. You guys, we should enjoy.
Well, I think Murphinator wants to embrace other things.
Yeah, you can read Murph's comments, but you can never really highlight.
I know. I know.
All right, Chin, I'm done talking. I'm done. What are we going to do next?
We got a game, but before we get to the game, just because we're gonna go through this quick, Dave does want to show off a book.
Yes, this is huge. Can we highlight
Dave's
him?
getting ready, and I'm getting the game,
next time.
And I'm getting
no, Dave, show it off.
Yeah, show it off, man.
All right.
Hold on, we'll get you up there.
Hold on. Can we highlight him?
Highlight
him.
Also, there's a giveaway for the game. So while Dave's getting ready here, I'm gonna put a starting line in the chat. Honestly, just the first 3 people I see to type after are gonna play for the giveaway. So once you see it, go ahead and type something in. Go ahead. Nice and easy for you.
Didn't they have a Squirrel Girl TV show that they never went with?
It got canceled. The New Warriors.
The girl that was on the AT&T commercial.
Yeah,
she
was great. She's voicing her in the video games now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miljana something. Her name begins with a Y.
Yeah, Ventraub.
Yeah,
great.
All
right, Dave.
This guy? Where is this?
Do it.
So
I don't even know where. Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Highlight this guy, man.
All right, one more time.
We got to get Gary up to 650 likes, and we got to get Pressable Defects up to number 650 subs. Number 650 will get the book.
Number 6.
Oh, really? So the person who is your, can you track that?
Actually, we can't. So you know what we'll do? We'll start it starting. Matt's gonna text me once we hit 650.
Wrong one, but that's a great clip.
I was gonna say that's
all right.
interesting.
No, don't touch any more buttons out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, anybody who knows the show knows our good friend Alex Garcia. He's the one that did all our art, our little icons, our logos. He's been selling this book, and I bought it from him late last year, which has all his artwork. If you don't follow him on Instagram, you could go to Alex Garcia Art on Instagram, and he's got some killer stuff.
He's an amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. I have some Alex Garcia art too.
That is really nice.
He has done all our logos. Like he's done all 4 of us.
Yeah. So the other thing is, so so I bought that from him, and then he went and did a sketch cover.
Nice. He did not.
Where did you get that? Was that at my show, or he's got his own thing going on?
No, I follow him on Instagram, and I saw that he was selling his book.
Oh, okay.
So I bought the book from him, and he knows I'm an Apes fan, and he did this.
That's really cool.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
So Alex, I don't know if you're watching on a rewind. This is just amazing. This is such a great
Where's he at, Dave? What's his website? Because I don't know him.
I think he's just right on Instagram. Alex Garcia.
Yeah, if you go on Instagram, it's Alex Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from the West Coast. He is.
Oh, is he? Okay.
If you want, Mitch, I'll send you a link to his
I like that.
Yeah.
Early, I gotta say real quick. Somebody mentioned somebody way at the top of the show, a cover artist for Dynamite. I think his name is Steve something. I'm not good with names, but anyway, somebody mentioned him way at the top of the show. He does a lot of these Thundercats and whatever Dynamite's doing. I am talking to his guy, trying to get him at this year's show. So I know what's his name. Very Gary was excited when I told him about it. So
awesome.
There you go. I'm throwing that out there.
Dave, I'm going to unhighlight you here because I'm not going to be able to share it, but Alex Garcia Art, if you can, this is not going to work at all.
Yeah, no, I got you. Oh, I get you. Alex Garcia Art. Okay.
Alex Garcia Illustrator.
I will follow him as we speak. So go ahead.
There you go. It's backwards, but there you go. Alex Garcia _ Illustrator.
Doing it now. Doing it live.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I just sent you one of his.
Yeah, but I did get the first 3 people to say something in the chat. So Otto is playing for Crisco. Dave is playing for Benny Beans, and Mitch is playing for Sean. Sean might actually get a chance of winning something finally.
Yeah. And Sean, by the way, I'm in my daughter's bedroom. He was asking if I was at. He was asking why I was in some weird bedroom.
This is really nice stuff. I'm looking at his stuff now. But anyway, okay,
he's incredible.
He's
got some awesome stuff.
He made me a Jedi. I was so excited. Yeah, he's absolutely incredible at what he does. Get Otto back in here.
Get me back in here because I have the art too. So.
Oh, you got it too. Okay.
Oh, it's nice.
Absolutely. So, he actually sent this to me a while ago.
Yeah.
And what I loved about it was when I opened it up, unbeknownst to me, he did a Baby Yoda, if I can show it right there.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Doing a 9.8 karate chop, if you can see it right there.
That's awesome.
Signed back in 2000. So
there you go.
Love this book. Love to show it off to anybody that comes around the house. So you guys support any local artists that you
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, just really awesome. So there you go, Dave. I have one too. All right. What do we got else?
Let's get through this game here. Yes, you're playing for Crisco in the chat.
I am?
Yep. And then Dave's playing for Benny Beans, and Mitch is playing for Sean. Those are the first 3 names I saw. The winner is going to get on brand Sam Wilson, Captain America. Him is Cap.
Nice.
So I'm going to send that out to the winner.
Book.
All right, so how are we going to do? We're going to put you on top, Chin. Let's put you on top.
Yep. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share this because I made the game on brand for tonight. It is called "Oh Captain, My Captain."
Okay.
Basically, I actually made them relatively easy because I was sick of Dave and Roger and Otto not knowing answers. So there,
I knew stuff.
Mitch, you got a shot
Mitch
here.
Knows stuff.
I know stuff.
So the first couple, it's going to be nice and easy. I'm going to show you a picture of a well-known captain. Just write down that captain's name. It can be actual secret identity or if their actual name. Doesn't matter. Just write down the name of the character.
All right, let's do it.
First one. Can't start off easier.
Is that Marvel or DC?
I think it's Image.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going for Charlton Comics.
All right, hold them up. What do you guys got? I'm going to keep it. It's kind of hard for me to see, but yeah, Captain America. If you guys all got that wrong, I'd be very upset with you.
I'm glad that wasn't a
Trust
trick.
me, it says America.
Yeah, Captain America.
All right, good.
All right, all around. Next one. There you go.
Seriously?
They start out easy.
All right.
Mitch, I would do like harder questions, but I'd get yelled at by everybody.
That's okay. Well,
it is, yes. It is Captain Marvel.
On my paper, but
Carol Danvers. I would have taken any of them.
Well, I thought we had to get
Captain Kirk. That was good. Murphy, that's very funny. That was very
Captain
funny.
Shazam. There you go.
All right. Next one.
Oh.
Also pretty easy here.
Yep.
You guys got it. Go ahead and hold them up.
If you can see it.
Boomerang. Otto doesn't know the answer.
Captain Boomer.
Captain Boomer. Boomerang.
Captain Boomer? Well,
Boomer. Captain Boomer, right?
It is Boomerang.
I don't have a Sharpie, but it says Boomerang.
I got you. Next one. I would hope some people recognize this one.
Oh, I know that. I drew that, actually.
Here we go.
That's easy.
3, 2, 1. Hold them up. What do you got down there, Otto?
Captain Terrificon.
It is Captain Terrificon. Good job, guys. Told you I kept it on brand. They do get a little bit harder though.
Yeah.
I try to make them kind of easy.
I know his real name too. It was revealed in last year's Captain Terrificon comic.
What's the real name? Is it Mitch?
No.
Oh.
Go look it up. Go look it up.
Next one.
First name, well, Kirby is in his name. He's got 2 names.
Oh my god, I love this. Oh, I love this.
I literally bought this guy's T-shirt the other day. I saw it.
I love this character. I got this one.
All right, hold them up.
Cave.
It is Captain Caveman. Good job, guys. All right, we've got a couple more of these ones.
I have 4 points. So I have 4 points.
Everybody's got 5 points right now.
Okay.
All right, who is it?
To answer Art.
Yeah.
You want? Okay, no, all right. I got that one too. But no, to answer Art Chemist's question, the reason why I don't put comments in there because somebody called me a name once, and I said, "Go F yourself." So that's why
people
that's
can
why,
answer.
That's why you do not see any comments on my YouTube page.
That's fair. It's a good call.
Because I'm not the guy you want to start any internet start with because I'll finish it for you. And then I was told you can't do that. I was like, "What did you say? You know who I am? Do you know who you're talking to?"
Show up at your house.
Yeah, I'm 3/4 Italian and 1/4 Ukrainian. You don't want to mess with me. You'll find pieces of you. So,
all right. Yes, Cold. It is.
Cold was the answer.
Yes, this is Captain Cold.
Yes. When are they getting harder, man? Because
So, Mitch, I'm telling you, if you go back and look at my other games, they never get answers right.
That?
They never get answers right.
Oh, you're thinking of Otto. I was getting your answers.
Oh, here we go. Throw Otto under the bus. Here we go. Oh, Captain Hook, my man.
Oh, sure.
Just say the answer. Why write it down if you're going to scream it out?
Just say the answer.
Yeah, if you're going to scream it.
Your hand. Yes. Yeah.
Honestly, and Mitch, that's the kind of stuff that happens on a regular basis. Or I'll say
usually he yells out the wrong answer.
and Otto does the
he
wrong
yells
thing.
out the wrong answer?
Oh.
Horatio Hornblower.
I almost put him on here. It is Captain Hook.
Yep.
I'll give you guys the points there. Next one. Like, again, easy.
Yep. I got the action figure here somewhere. Yes.
3.
Charlton Comics own.
Yeah.
Captain Planet. Captain Planet.
Yeah, right.
No,
it's Captain Adam.
I can't believe you got that wrong.
Did he really get that wrong?
Well,
He did.
Captain
I told you.
Planet.
It's Captain Adam, you jack.
Jesus.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you, Mitch, this is why I have to dumb down these answers.
With green hair. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
This is why I have to dumb down these answers, Mitch.
That's Connecticut's own freaking Charlton Comics creation right there.
Captain Planet.
Next one.
I even have the action figure somewhere. Oh, that's me, actually. I used to watch this show. That's how old
Me
I
too,
am.
Mitch.
All right, ready?
All right. What do you got? Hold them up.
Well, wait till
Otto, what do you got down there?
Yeah,
That's a kangaroo.
You put Kangazoo, but I'll give it to you.
Kangazoo.
I'm not even spelling it right at this point.
Freddy the Frog.
It is
Henrietta
that
Hippo.
is old Captain Kangaroo. Next one.
Oh, Jesus.
If you can give me his full name, though, I'll give you 2
Oh,
points.
well, you know what? He does have a full name.
He does. If you can give me the full name,
Ah,
I'll give
my
you 2
pen
points.
just died. God damn it. My group pen just died.
I love all
Son
the
of a
theme pens.
bitch. I'm just going to have to do audibles, man, because I got no writing stuff.
That's okay.
Anyway. Okay.
All right.
It's Cap'n, CAP''N Crunch. There
Okay.
you go.
You know his full name? Anybody?
It's something. It's like Horatio, isn't it?
It does have Horatio in it.
Horatio what?
Captain Horatio Magellan Crunch.
Get out of here.
See? I got partial.
Yep.
Well, I got the whole thing. So what the
Yeah, everybody's got points on that one.
Yeah.
Me
All
too.
Right, come on,
Yeah,
Chinny.
you
Get some bad ones here. Get some tough
All right.
ones.
Down with the ship. I'm going to show you a famous vessel. A very famous vessel, and you have to tell me the captain and the name of the ship. And you get 1 point or 2 points.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Again, starting very easy.
Oh,
Name of the ship and give me the captain. The most famous captain.
I was going to say there's been several actually.
Give me the one it's known for, though. And Mitch, you see how I have to make these
I'm not even writing these down. They're not even worth a crayon.
Yep, that's fair.
Okay, but
what do we got?
have to.
Han Solo. Yep. What do you got, Otto?
Falcon. I got it.
The aluminum Falcon.
Yeah.
All right.
The Millennium Falcon, that's a Carillion cargo ship, I think a YT.
YT, yes, YT 1000.
1300.
1,000 or something? Was it 1,000?
1300.
1300.
Really? 1300?
Modified by Lando Calrissian.
It is a lot of special customizations.
That's right, a lot of customized.
He's got a lot more accounts.
The next one, also
That's
a lot of
Jump in the
captains.
Galaxy.
There's 2 that I'm going to accept, though.
Okay.
Why
a lot
2?
of captains.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you want the original captain?
If you want to give me more than the 2, I will give you more points. Mitch.
I'll give you 4 if you of that particular class.
No, just in general, this ship. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
wow.
Here we go. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
There's 2 I'm looking for, but if you know the other ones, I did write them down.
All right. I got 2.
All right.
Hey,
Otto, what do
bonus
you
points?
have? Let's start with Otto. Otto, what do you have?
I got the Enterprise, Pike, or Kirk.
Okay. All right. Mitch.
I'm going to go with Captain Pike, Kirk,
Yep.
and Robert April, the first captain.
Okay.
Really?
Mitch is going to get 3 points on that one.
Yeah.
Who am I playing for, Chin?
Crisco.
Because then I could have gone in if you wanted to go back to the one with Scott Bakula, but that wasn't that particular
Picard,
ship.
all these guys.
Oh, no. That
I know.
doesn't count.
I
because
know.
That is not the Constellation
That's not
class.
Picard.
He was Enterprise D, buddy.
I know that. But Mitch, this is how simple I have to make these sometimes.
I'm just 2 seconds away from
Tim will lose a point.
All right.
Whoever I'm playing for, I'll give you a Terrificon t-shirt. Don't worry about it. You got it.
You're winning right now, Mitch.
I know.
Ow. He's got 1 point ahead of me.
So give me the ship and the captain, or the most famous captain.
What is that?
What is that? Oh, I think I got that one. Yeah.
All right.
No, I have no idea. I'm gonna go
All right.
HMS.
This could be it.
All right. Dave's got it. Otto, what do you got?
HMS Bounty.
No.
All right, Otto's out.
It's the Black Pearl, and actually, there's two captains: Captain Barbossa, and then it's of course Captain Jack Sparrow.
I will give Dave 2, and I'm going to give Mitch 3 for that one.
Wait, I knew I could have got a third. I knew Barbossa.
Okay, well, give him the third.
I'll give it to you.
No,
Where am I,
okay.
Chen? Where am I? Where's
You,
Crisco?
you're not
You are
even
dead last, Otto.
You're dead
Dead
last.
last.
Crisco.
I was looking for Captain Jack. I'll take Barbossa as
Captain
well, though.
Jack Sparrow.
It's
Next
not
one.
the HMS Bounty.
The bounty.
Oh Jesus Christ! I don't even know what that is.
Well, I know.
That would be like
show.
Babylon 5.
One
No,
of
but
my
you know
all-time
what?
favorite shows.
I don't like this show, so
Really?
you know. I
Okay.
couldn't watch all three, but I know the name of the ship, but I don't know the guy.
I will give you a hint if you don't know the name of the guy. It is played by.
I know it's the Green Lantern guy.
Yeah,
It's
Nathan
it's
Fillion.
Guy Gardner. Yeah.
All right. Otto, hold them up
No
because I
clue.
don't. No
No
guesses.
clue.
Dave.
Dave, no?
Well, wait.
I know the name of the ship, but
Yeah, I don't. I'm the same way. I was
What do you-
with the Green Lantern guy and Fire. I
It's-
don't know the name of the.
It's not
I know
called
the name of
Firefly.
the show, but
Mitch.
it's not called Firefly.
That's the name of the show.
I-
That's the type of ship.
I thought
It's
the name of the ship was
Yeah.
the Firefly.
a Firefly class.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so the captain is Captain Malcolm Reynolds, and it is called Serenity. Is the name?
Ah,
of
the
Serenity.
Serenity.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
all right.
that's what the movie was called.
That's
it.
right.
Yes,
That's right.
yes, it is.
One
Next
of
one.
the shows that I think I watched one episode and said I can't. It's not for me.
Oh, I love this show. This is a great show.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was good.
No, I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, see, I'm with Otto on that one.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it.
Next one.
Oh, easy. That's the first movie I ever saw in the movie theaters.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I guess they got a new Disney Plus show of it coming out. I heard. I don't know.
Oh,
if it, or it's
really?
out- or
Oh,
it's
and it
already
was
out.
actually, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I rode that ride at Disney World before they stopped having it. That's how old I am.
All right, Otto, Dave, what do you guys got?
I don't know.
All right,
Yep.
Mitch.
Yep, the Nautilus, Captain Nemo. Yep,
There you
from
go.
20,000 Leagues Under the
That's
Sea.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
With
That's what I
Kirk
remember.
Douglas and James Mason and Peter Lorre.
There
I
you
gotta
go.
give
Captain
Chris
Nemo.
something big.
That's
Like,
James
I gotta
Mason.
send him like a 3MIB t-shirt or something. I'm terrible at this.
I
Next
saw
one.
that, man. I saw that.
Aye, Captain. A captain is nothing without their crew or particularly their first mate. I'm going to go show you a fairly famous first mate, and you have to tell me their name.
Oh, I got it. But
Yeah.
the first mate or their captain?
The first mate. Give me the name of the first
First
mate. So
mate.
the
I
picture
know
I'm
this.
showing
Okay,
you,
I got this.
All
I
right.
got this.
they're kind of easy.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't get easier.
you mean autographed by this guy right here? Look at that.
All right. Yeah. Give me. Yeah. All right. That's Spock, everybody.
Yep.
Oh.
Why? What
That
did
is-
What did Otto write?
I wrote
Spark?
Kirk.
Captain
He,
Spark.
he wrote Rock.
I wrote Kirk. James
Rock.
Tiberius Kirk.
Rock was played by Ted Cassidy.
Did I not get that right?
What
Like,
little girls are
You
made
got
of.
yeah.
who am I naming? His captain or the character?
The character.
What
Oh,
is his
okay,
first
okay.
name?
Spock. I know Spock. You
What's
got to
his
give me
fir-
points.
what's his first name? Oh, for goodness sakes!
Who's that? Come on. Just watch the movie.
Oh,
Nice and easy. Sidekick, first mate.
First mate.
Well,
Okay.
sidekick, first
Yeah,
mate.
Falcon.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. It is Falcon. I would have taken Falcon or Sam Wilson. Good
Yep.
job.
Oy.
All right. There's only 3 left, I believe.
Okay.
I got
And the last one's
Let's
super
go.
easy. So
Wow.
Schmeed.
why say
Why
the
did
name?
you scream
Oh,
that
I
out?
love the character. Like
Unbelievable, Otto. You're unbelievable.
Schmeed.
This
Actually,
is why I have to make it easy, Mitch.
No, I was just saying, is it? Yeah, no, yeah, it is Shmi. Yeah, it's Anakin Skywalker's mother, right?
It is. It's me. Which also, if you guys have not watched it, I finally finished Skeleton Crew, and
Yes.
I love that they named the droid SM-33 Smee.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. You're
Yes.
right.
That was
That is
brilliant.
clever.
That was great.
Fantastic.
That droid was amazing.
Yeah.
Nick Frost.
Yeah.
great.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he
no
was.
Atten. I can't remember no Atten.
Second to last one.
All right.
What's
Who's
his
the
name?
character?
Give me the
Okay.
character.
Yeah.
Give you 2 points if you get his full name.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Wow.
Well, no. Okay. I thought I knew his first name.
I know Otto's not going to know even any of the names, so
I don't know.
Fry from what the frig? I just blanked on the name of the show. Oh, Futurama.
Dave, you got his full name?
No.
It is. I will take Fry, but it is also Philip J. Fry.
I would never have gotten that.
No, I wouldn't have got it either.
One of the best episodes is the late Philip J. Fry. Last one, and this is honestly the easiest question on here.
Yeah.
Famous first mate. Mitch, I'm telling you, go back and look at some of the games.
No, I trust you.
You got to give me a little more credit. I know you don't give Otto any credit, but you got to give me a little more credit.
The fact that Otto's missed like a handful of these.
Oh, all right. Could I do a throw one out there? A captain question?
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right. And then if anybody, I don't know what's going to happen if anybody gets it. Name one of the other Captain America, the identities of one of the other Captain Americas in Marvel lore that's not Steve Rogers or Sam Wilson.
Oh, all right.
I got one.
There's been a couple of them, actually.
I got one. Don't write it down.
Whatever you want to do with it. See if you guys know.
Oh, I'll write it. Oh, I got you. All right.
That's my guess.
So
I don't know. I'm not good at
someone
this.
other than
Steve and Sam Wilson. Yeah. Name is one of the other guys that took.
Oh, we got a good answer right here.
Well, yeah, that counts. Yeah, that does.
Terminator.
U.S. agent.
Yeah, and I was looking at more old school. I want to see if the captain down there got it. Captain Basement.
Wait, you talking? You want the character?
No, there's been a bunch of them, man.
Oh yeah, there's been a ton.
But I was like, John Walker.
Yeah. But go back to the 70s and stuff. Go back to those. Yes.
Jeffrey Mace, Crisco.
Crisco got it. That's the one I was thinking.
All right, Crisco. Good job, man. Good job.
But then there's another one. First name's William. Anybody know the second name?
William Wallace?
No. He went crazy.
William
Burnside.
Oh, I did not know that one.
There's a bunch of Captain Americas if you go back and look at your stuff.
I love trivia, but it kills me when I have to dumb it down.
There's even more. There was a baseball player that when Cap gave up being Cap in the Mark Grunwald series, they went and tried to get some other people to be Captain America, and one of them was a baseball player who I think died. He got the shit beat out of him, like on his first mission or something like that. But anyway, that's a good storyline if you want to go. That's where John Walker comes from. That storyline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, the winner is Mitch.
Yeah,
Mitch to get that very, very closely by Dave. Otto, you were behind by about
held my own.
4
Where was I?
You were in
dead last.
I'm not good at this. I'm not good at games.
That's why I have. I feel bad because now I want to have Mitch on and play a real game. I want
a real game. Give me a challenge.
You want to have an auto-less 3MIB?
Feel like General Zod here. Who is this Superman?
Mitch, I'm telling you, go back, watch like the Halloween episode or the Christmas. I do actual good trivia, I swear.
He does good trivia, of course.
I got nothing to do this weekend. I might put it on and just stare at the screen.
I come up with good games, but
what a night. Chin, good job tonight, though. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Here's a bonus question. Who is the voice actor for Fry on Futurama?
I got it. I got a picture signed by him.
A lot of shows around here.
Yep. He's also Zap Brannigan on that show.
He is.
Do you really?
Nobody's
also the nerd. I don't know.
He's also the Red M&M.
He used to be on the Howard Stern show for years.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
He's Ren from Ren and Stimpy.
Yep.
A bunch of voices.
Oh my God.
His last name is a cardinal direction.
Yeah.
Look at all that. Look at all that information you guys get tonight.
Can't tell him who it is because he ain't gonna get it.
It is one Billy West.
Billy West. That's right.
Okay.
You don't know Billy West?
I met him years ago, and he signed he plays Doug from the show Doug, and I was gonna have him because without this beard I look like Doug Funny.
Yeah.
So I want to have him sign a Quailman thing for me, but he had a Zap Brannigan.
Quailman. Oh my God. Yeah.
With Mitch, believe it or not, without this beard, I look just like Quailman.
I believe
without the beard, you can see that he wears a shirt and it says 3MIB, but it's like
so funny. At the first show the show I did in Bridgeport, the first 3-day show, one of the guys that was running around with a microphone who was like the roving host or whatever. We had a big, I don't know if you guys went to that show. We had that giant screen that they have in the hockey arena You know, in the middle of the thing that you can see the score and highlights, like Diamond Vision, whatever the hell they call it. We used that, and we actually had a feed, and we had a remote control, and this guy went around the show for the whole weekend and would go up to guests like Neil Adams and interview him. So you could literally sit in the stands inside the hockey arena and watch, the show. But
that's
anyway,
awesome.
He dressed as Quail Man. That was the point of that story.
Nice.
So yeah,
I've done it many years. Crisco, you have been gifted the gift or the prize. So please message us on IG, hit us up with your address and stuff, and I will ship this out to you probably Monday.
Do you want another guest announcement?
Mitch, can you just send this home right now?
This one's for him. This one's for him.
Save the show, Mitch, because
it's 4 guys that are coming in.
Are we talking artists or are we talking celebrity?
We're talking actors.
All right, hold on. Can we highlight Mitch? Hold on, let's highlight Mitch.
Well, you don't need to highlight me, but go ahead, do whatever you want. But it's your show. I'm just a measly guest. 4 quote unquote actors who were in a movie that came out 40 years ago, I believe. Or no, wait, was it 35 years ago? And Jim Henson, God rest his soul, worked on their costumes. And it's something to tie in with our comic book guest.
F yeah, dude. F yeah. I know exactly where you're going with.
They are. One of them was in an Indiana Jones movie a couple years ago called The Crystal Skull. He played a crazy person. But
are we talking the 4 original guys in the suits or the voice actors?
No. Suit guys.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Give me their names and I'll tell you. I'll just go.
Oh, you're getting.
I know who they are because I had to do their contracts.
You're getting the Turtles.
Yeah, I'm getting the 4 guys that were the Turtles, and one of them, Toshi, is it Brian Toshi?
Brian Toshi, yeah.
He was also you saw his face in the second movie, right? He was the pizza kid.
They all make cameos.
All right. Well, he was
like the pizza deliveries. Mikey, the cab driver is actually Raph. They all make cameos. 3 Men in the Basement on IG.
And the original Shredder's coming to the show.
Really?
He's also in Lost.
Yeah. No, not that Francois Chua. I had him at the show a couple years ago, but this is the guy from the first movie. There's 2 Shredders.
Okay.
He was in number 2. This is the first guy.
Oh my God. David Finch, Turtles guys.
I'm so excited.
This is the best.
So excited.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, that one is just because I got the turtles and people are like, can you get me the turtle people? So I'm like, sure.
I'm telling you, you get one turtle person, you get everybody.
You got to get all 4 of them. Yeah.
I said Kevin Nash. You could get Kevin Nash. He was Super Shredder.
We're talking to that guy too. And I was talking to somebody asked about Peter Laird earlier. I'm trying to get him. We'll see if he can make it.
He's a tough one between his health.
Is he like is he
he's
like
a little agoraphobic?
Kind of like
it's hard to leave his house.
He doesn't go out and do. He did a show a couple years back though in New Haven. I met him there.
He will randomly show up to something sometimes.
He does. He does. Yeah. So I will try to get him. And Otto wants another comic guy.
Well, I mean, no, Sylvester's great though. I mean, I hope Uncle Chris Claremont's going to be there. So
he's there.
There it is.
3 years in a row. He's coming back.
I always love talking about
other than Jerry Ordway and maybe Billy Tucci or Kupperberg, Chris Claremont is coming back 3 years in a row. Usually I don't do repeat guys.
I know you don't, Mitch. I know. That's huge.
But,
that's huge.
You know why? Because he loves the show.
He does, honestly, huh?
Benny, I thought about that, but that's okay because I'm just going to be rocking that this year. So it's okay.
I had Adam Kuber at the show once before. I've had him twice, actually. No, we had Cobra Kai people last year. I'm just reading people's comments.
No, the Cobra Kai was great though. He was in the cigar bar hanging out with everybody.
Yeah, we had Grease and his son. Yeah. And then I had Ralph Macchio years ago.
So. Yeah.
I'm Mitch. I'm so excited. Thank you for these awesome.
You want to hear a Billy Zabka story? He used to call me years ago. I don't even know I have the message anymore, but he would call me before Cobra Kai and he'd say, "Hey, this is William Zabka. I was in Karate Kid movies and I was also in the Rodney Dangerfield movie Back to School."
Oh my God.
And he was like, "I was wondering if you want me to come to your show and I just need a hotel." And this, I go, well, no. And look how big he is now. So
no,
I've done that sometimes. So
Yeah.
Oops.
Very cool.
Oops.
How about
Always be nice to people, kids. You never know.
What about Mitch? Can I ask one more question before we let you go?
Go
Sam
ahead.
Jones, Flash Gordon, any chance?
I had Sam here twice already.
I know, but I always love talking to Flash.
Well, I will give you his phone number and you can call him up. All right.
What I don't want is Flash and Lou to like tell some girls that I'll pick up their bar.
Oh well, that's the last time they were both here. That was 2018. I'll tell you another Flash who's coming, who's been my most guest of all these years. Keeps coming all the time.
He was there the other year.
What?
John Wesley Shipp, great guy though.
I know that's what you know why, because he was the first media guest I ever had when we did the Trumbull one day shows here in the Marriott. And I was the first time I ever had a celebrity guest, and he was so nice that he comes all the time. Everyone loves to see John. He's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And because it's the 10th anniversary, I said, I got to bring him back because he was with me at the Mohegan 10 years ago. He was with me at my first show when I produced it. And and I'm working on an Academy Award winning friend of mine. So,
okay. I'm loving it. Yeah, it's making me so excited.
Who's got a 40th anniversary of a movie that you guys know. So that's all I'm going to say.
What's 40 years this year?
All right.
There's a movie poster in the back there that he was in.
Look, this has been great, though. My God.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and hell yeah, man.
You want to call him?
You don't know that, though. You just throw it out there.
No, 40 years. He just won an Oscar. Was it last year, the year before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I was 2023 because we were at the we were at the Indiana Jones premiere.
Yeah.
He just had a movie come out, a Valentine's Day movie that was supposed to be pretty good.
It was okay. I saw it. It was good. Yeah, it was fine.
Also worked on the original X-Men. He was a stunt coordinator.
He was original X-Men. If I hit this button, I will call him right now.
You want to get him on the show? I'll
you know what? I have two people on this thing that I don't like to. I shouldn't ever accidentally call, and they both have the name K.E. in the beginning of their name.
Oh, look at that.
Well, one you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the second one.
The other one was John Wick, so I shouldn't call him.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, Mitch, man,
I
I
pull this out in bars sometime, and people don't believe me. I go, yeah, I can call John Wick. And they go, no, you don't. I said, yeah.
No. And they here you go. Let's go. Let's call him right now. No, it's right here. The number's right here.
And I'm always afraid I'm accidentally gonna like butt dial him.
Dial him, yes. You know, Keanu Reeves is like, why are you calling me at 6 a.m.?
Exactly. I'm always afraid like I shouldn't hit this button. But,
Mitch, this is the third time this week. This has got to stop.
Yeah, exactly. Hello?
Mitch, you've called Otto 3 times. No, it's okay.
It's what's up? No. What's up, M? That's what he calls me. I go, nothing so K. Funny. We're on the first letter basis.
I say real Men in Black kind of stuff.
We're like this. That is true. Oh yes, it's short round. Yes, whoever.
Yeah,
And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you more people that are coming to the show.
Oh my God! Here we go.
No. Why not? A TV. Okay, they're actors. They're on a TV show that just ended. It was on 4 years, and it has to do with.
Oh, okay. Good gets.
Yeah.
Very good gets.
Otto doesn't know who it was.
No, I have no idea. I have no idea.
As a kid, he was in another movie that was based on a graphic novel that starred Tom Hanks and Daniel Craig.
I didn't know he was in that movie.
He's the kid.
Oh.
So nobody got it out there?
I don't know. Who are we talking?
We're talking about a little Superman and Lois action.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I'm so excited right now.
And her husband, who was on a show that's named after the Thing's real name.
Oh, that's right. That was what, NBC for a couple of years?
NBC, 6 years it was on.
Yep.
We're talking about
I have no idea what we're talking about.
No, I have no idea. I'm not good at this stuff, but it's fine though because I love it though because I love seeing it, and I love watching it, I love being part of it. So
I'm telling you, it's a good year for Superman stuff. So
I'm trying to get some Fantastic Four people too.
But I love it.
Yeah. Mitch, man, this has been amazing. Thank you.
And I'll ask all these people while they're there listening. Do you mind me doing like 1 or 2 a week? Because like I said, I could just blow everything and put everybody up today, but then there's no surprise.
Let's ask Amazing Murphinator.
I drop.
Do you want a weekly drop or do you want like all at once? a Murphinator.
I'm going to answer for Murph. Actually, he's going to say something different. I think you should do like 1 week. Hey, here's an artist or two.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. And then next week, like, hey,
here's an actor. Yeah.
Maybe do like where you just announce, like, you got those two people from that one show, you do both at the same time kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm such a fanboy. It doesn't matter to me.
That's the way to do it.
2 a week. Yeah. Usually I try to do one on Monday. I don't like doing it on Friday because everybody wants to get the hell out and do something for the weekend. So I kind of start off Monday, and then I do one like on a Wednesday or so. And then I just
middle of that week, get you through the week.
Yeah, but I love the Captain America. That was brilliant, though. My God, I was like, your marketing department hit a home run.
Marketing department. I had a job. I was the marketing director, and well, I don't care. He's dead now. I don't give a shit. He was the CEO, and I was going to be the vice president of marketing. And we got in an argument about something that had nothing to do with work. Actually, it was actually outside of work. And he says, "I'm not going to make you my VP of my vice president of marketing." I'm like, "Oh, I don't give a shit." So anyway, I left that job, but we both agreed I should leave that job. And he passed away, and then I started doing this. So see, when one door closes, another door.
You got moxie, Mitch. You got moxie.
That's what Stan Lee's told me. I had moxie.
Yeah. You got moxie.
Don't be afraid to say shit to people. Honestly, don't be polite. Don't be rude.
Nice about it. Be nice about
it. That's good to know when I go up to you and I ask you all these questions. And you're like, I don't think.
No, I do answer you, even though sometimes I look like I want to kill myself. But I do.
You want to kill me though when I ask.
Like today, the guy I said today. The one quick story before I go is that I was at the Target today.
Yes, it's a great story though.
Trying to find shampoo. I know Otto doesn't care about shampoo because he doesn't use much of it.
No, but this is very funny though.
Yeah. So I'm there and I'm just like walking up and down the aisle at Target like the old man that I am, and I see soap, I see detergent, or I see deodorants. They had a Captain America deodorant, Captain America soap. I'm like, oh, that's great. So I'm like, I just need to get some shampoo because we're out of it. And I don't like to use my wife's stuff because she spends like a fortune on it.
So I yell at you.
I get cheap stuff. I don't care. I'm like, where's the Prel? So I'm walking up and down the aisle and I'm trying to figure out where the hell it is because they got every other damn thing, body wash, conditioners. I'm like, I just need shampoo. I'll go to the pet section and get the dog shampoo. So I'm looking at the stuff on the shelves and this guy's looking at me off to the corner of my eye. And I'm like, well, why is he looking at me? What's going on? Is my fly open? Do I look presentable? Because you don't know. So he finally goes, are you Mitch? I go, yeah. He goes, oh, I went to your show. It was really great. I go, yeah, okay. Do you know where the shampoo is, buddy? And he's like, what? I go, where the hell's the shampoo? I got body wash. I got conditioner. I got deodorant. I need to get some goddamn shampoo. Where the hell's the damn shampoo? He's like, isn't that it right there? And I go, well, what the hell brand is that? I don't use that brand. What is this? No, that's conditioner. It's on closeout. It's only $2 or $3, whatever. I don't know where it is. I'll go find it over here. He's like, well, I can't wait for your show. This. Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Me too. I'll see you there, buddy. Have a good time. And I walked away. And that's just the way it is, man. And
you're going to see him at the show. He's like, hey, remember me? Shampoo guy?
Shampoo
guy. No, he's going to bring
guy.
me shampoo. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm always afraid somebody's going to go up. That's why I don't leave the comments on YouTube because someone go, yeah, I met Mitch at a Target. He's a real asshole. And I'm like, well,
real serious about his shampoo.
He was, oh, yeah.
Prel shampoo.
Where's the Prel? Where's the Prel?
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
But that's today. And anybody who knows me go, yeah, I could see that. I'm not surprised by that reaction, but I just put it out there. So. Don't bother me in the grocery store.
or a Target, no less,
Do you know what's nice? Jerry Ordway is the nicest man on the earth.
Yeah, I know. You guys like at the pizza shop.
Oh yeah, he will talk to you. He will draw you a picture. He'll be pleasant to you, and then the camera cuts to me, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we get the hell out of here?
I don't want to talk about this.
I don't want to talk about It's worse.
I can't wait to. I can't wait to listen to your guys' review.
Well, it's all right. I was at the East of the. I'm going to be at the East of the River show on Sunday. In Connecticut. Which is it's a comic book show. It's like CliffCon.
Yep.
They do it.
We'll be there. I'll be there for a minute. So
if I'm looking in a long box and I'm looking for books and I got my phone out because I'm trying to find what number issue I'm missing and stuff like that, don't start bothering me. Okay, don't start asking me.
Hey, man,
who's coming to the show? Watch this show. If you want to know who's coming to the show, I've told you more people that are coming to the show than I've even announced on my own website. So don't ask me. You'll find out in good time. All right.
Enjoy Eastern River. His head is down. He's digging through log boxes. That's what he's looking
There's
for.
two people that are coming to the show that I can't legally announce until July 14th. And Otto knows who they are because he bought a shitload of their toys at the CliffCon a couple months back. And that's all. And I can't say who they are, but you know who they are because you walked out to the parking lot with me and you had a box of them. And you go, I just spent $400 on this shit. Why? And I go, I'll take it because there were some things in there that I wanted because I grew
I'm like,
up with
here, I just bought them all. I know,
all. But
I know the exact toys you're talking about.
And they're both going to be at the show, but I can't say who they are until that day because they're at another event. And I'm
yes.
there. So that's it. You won't hear from
me.
God.
My cheeks hurt. I've been laughing for almost 2.5 hours. Yeah. Mitch, you are just the host with the most. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm going to let you go because I know Dave left already. He's like,
Dave texted. His internet went out. So
sure. My internet went out. So last night, the king of the nerds, that's me, my dog Harley, God bless her, she's upstairs, Harley the Wonder Dog, had to go outside. Now it's frozen land. I don't know where you people live.
Frozen up here.
Ice. It's ice. It's cold. It's -50. It's like Krypton out there. So I let her out on the deck. I go, look, you have my permission. I don't care. I won't say anything. Go take a pee on the deck. I don't care. It's covered with snow and ice. You're not going to ruin the woodwork, you know? No. Miss Fancy has to go out the stairs into the woods in the house. So I'm literally in my freaking boxer shorts and a T-shirt, and I grab the blanket off the bed, and I'm like, where are you going? I'm like, shut up. I got to take the dog. So I wrap myself in a blanket. Why I didn't put my coat on, I don't know. So I wrap myself in this big, nice, thick blanket. I walk down the stairs. I let the dog go. She runs into the woods. I hope she doesn't get eaten by coyotes. She comes back. Now, normally for 8 years, this dog would run right back up the stairs and go back in the nice warm house, and that's great. But for some effed up reason last night, she looks at me. She looks and decides, I'm not going to go back up the stairs. I'm going to run around the house towards the front of it, towards the road, which I'm like, oh, God, no. So she's, and she looks at me, tail's wagging, and she takes off. Now, I'm freaking out, and it's all on my Ring camera, which is even better. I'm wrapped in a blanket. I'm running through the backyard barefoot, trying to see if the dog's okay. She is running towards the road, so now I don't know what to do. I can't run down the street naked, boxer shorts, with a blanket, because people will talk.
We've all been there. Yeah.
I run back into the house. I throw on my pants. I'm thinking, geez, I hope the dog is still here and not like run over or taken off. I put my shoes on. I run down the stairs and go, God damn, where's this dog? Oh my God, the kids will kill me if something happened to Harley. I open the door. There she is. She ran to the front of the house and she's at the front door wagging her tail. And
just didn't want to go up the stairs.
I'm like, you son of a bitch. And of course, she goes right back in the house and goes right back to sleep.
No bother to her.
Now I got the adrenaline going, the blood's going. I'm waking up now. I'm 1 a.m. and what do? I sat there on my phone for the next 2 hours and read people's comments about who they want to see at the show. So anyway, that's my life, and that's it. Even Otto left.
Otto, he's on his 4th piss break.
I'm in the same situation with my dog Maxine. Maxine is all over the place. She just takes off.
Yeah,
we're in the same position with these dogs. My God, and you know what? God forbid Maxine leaves.
That's what I'm saying.
My responsibility. Yes,
you didn't need to take a pee break. I use my Hulk.
He's been filling it up.
Bucket. It's full of pee right now.
Filled it up.
Like a popcorn bucket.
Oh,
that's
my
what
God.
I did tonight. So anyway, boys, it's been nice. I'm gonna be at that comic show on Sunday. Don't bother me.
CT GamerCon. You'll be at that.
That'll be in 3 weeks from tonight. You could bother me there because that's how I make my living. I'll be at CT GamerCon. Yeah.
All right.
And I'll be the guy reading comic books in the front like this. It's true.
Welcome. And you really are, though, because last time I showed up, I got there early, and you're like, "Hey,
hey,
what are you guys gonna do?" Chin, what a great show, though. You produced a great show tonight, buddy.
It was great. Mitch, we can't thank you enough for coming on here talking GamerCon,
TerRIFICON.
Putting up with my bad trivia tonight. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make it better.
Right.
And we get closer to TerRIFICON. We'll have him on again. We'll have a lot of dealers on and
Century.
There you go. You see him in a couple months on the big screen, hopefully.
You guys have the first appearance of this?
I do.
I do not.
Really? Was it done by John Romita Jr.? The artwork, the miniseries.
I know he did.
He did a version of it.
Yeah, he did World War Hulk, with him in it.
Yeah,
who's the guy that wrote this one? He also did that Marvelville
Is it
book.
McNiven?
Is it Bob Harris?
It might be Harris, I think.
Might be Harris.
Give me a second. Up really quick.
Well, anyway.
To do our intros.
TT GamerCon is going on. It's a lot of fun. You guys
buy your tickets. You could go and buy them right now at a bunch of stores. So.
I'll be there. It's going to be fun. The kids will have a great time. It's at Mohegan Sun. Free parking.
Jay Lee did the first cover.
Jay Lee did? Really?
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I got the answer.
That's fine, man. Yeah. Doesn't this look like Captain Terrificon?
It really does.
It does.
It's Captain Thunder. No one got that issue, by the way.
Okay, we have one question for you before you leave, Mitch.
Art Chemist, who's my favorite character? If you ask people, they're all going to say it's Captain America.
It's not, though. It's not.
Wrong.
It's not. Wrong. You're wrong. It's wrong. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I know this. We talked about this.
Everyone thinks it's Cap. Everyone, because Bob Layton, who I just saw 3 weeks ago, drew a Captain America.
Where did you see Bob Layton? Because
he was at the OA show. He was at OA. The original Art Expo. It was in Orlando, Florida.
Was it really
all the way from South Korea? You should have given me those books. He would have signed them. He's going back home to Korea. He ain't coming out again.
He's not coming out. But listen, I mean, this is great. This is classic Bob Layton stuff.
It is the Hercules miniseries with the recorder. That was one of my favorite.
Recorder, like it's unbelievable. He's not coming back to the United States. Like he's been quiet for a long time.
He was just here, and he says, "I'm retired. I'm going back."
Everybody's moving out of the country.
Really? That's very funny about the Bob Layton.
Zach's over in Italy, right?
Mark Texer's in Italy.
No, Zach.
Mike Zach.
Zach's Zach is in Singapore, the Philippines. Philippines, one of those. Yeah. He's not coming back.
Nope. Bob Layton. I was like, this is great Bob Layton stuff, and whatever. But all right, Mitch, will Humberto Ramos be there? Yes.
Of course he's there. He's on the website, buddy.
Yep. Art Chemist, he is there.
Humberto I already bought his airline tickets from Mexico, so he better be.
He's down in Mexico City. Yeah,
cost me $2,000. So.
Jesus.
Yeah. Everybody thinks they show up for free. It ain't true.
No, they got to get on the trains and the planes and the automobiles and all that stuff. Oh my God!
Mitch pays the bills. Yeah,
I know, Mitch. What a great evening hanging out with us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for you. Yeah, for you.
I know, really. I mean,
my wife's wearing a nice new pajamas. I got her for Christmas. She goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm going to talk to guys in the basement." She goes, "Oh, you're lost." I go.
All right, let's get him to his wife then, huh?
No, she's long been sleeping, buddy. She ain't awake now.
At this point, we're at the point of no return.
Yeah, I say that to her too. I said, "Any chance you're going to be awake?"
No, not at all.
How can you get? How far in advance can I sign up to get a table?
You can sign up for tables.
Well, there's only 10 tables left, and some nut who's on the show says he wants 2 of them, so he better hurry it up.
I got him.
You didn't. Just fill, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
We'll talk. I'll put him off to the side because I was looking at the number today. I was like, "There's only 10."
Mitch,
left.
you have no idea how many times I've had this conversation with him.
I go, "Are you going to be there?" Yes. Then just let me know. You will work on the stuff later.
Thank you.
God. But I'm like, I ain't doing it until he says he's definitely doing it.
All right, it's tough. All right.
Goodbye.
Great times.
Yes.
CT GamerCon, TERRIFICON.
Thank you, everybody, for coming on. Appreciate it. Mitch, thank you. Otto, we made it through. Dave, sorry the internet went out. Everybody, thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Whew.
This is ending
a lot of fun. All right. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
CT GamerCon. Look at that. There's Harley.
I can't wait. It's just so much fun. I can't wait to be there. All right, CT.